I don't see the live.
I don't see no
It's
feet.
up. It's
Okay,
up.
so sure.
I had to do it.
What the heck?
That's called the Aki way. Hey, welcome to Pops and Henry Brothers
What's going
podcast,
on,
guys.
everybody?
We are your hosts. I am Travis. This is Patrick, and this is Pops.
I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a heads up.
Look at his
Pops,
face.
Oh,
Pops
man.
is a little ornery today.
Oh, no, I'm not.
He
a
should
lot of
he
ornery
should
today.
be happy
I am
because
happy.
the Cowboys won.
I know
and
they
we're
will.
going. One of the subjects we're going to talk about later, they actually beat a winning team,
See,
and so
That's
we're going to give them credit.
that's gonna
on-
piss me
on-
off even more.
We're going to give. We're
By
going
the
to
way
give
you said that.
them, we're going to give them credit on a few things later. So Pops, I don't know, man. He's a little ornery today, man. I don't know.
Yeah, he on one today, guys. So prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself.
He can't be reasoned with. He can't be bargained with.
He can't be reasoned
He
with.
will not stop
He-
until you are dead.
Now, if y'all guess that movie, I'll give you a big ups. I ain't got no money, but I give you big ups. It is an 80s movie for sure, and it's one of the most iconic actors that was a co-star in that movie ever. Action star at that. I ain't gonna do no more. I ain't gonna say no more because I give it away. But that line was not by this person I'm referring to as far as the icon. But this person was one of the stars in the movie that said it. He can't be reasoned with. He can't be bargained with. And he will not stop until you and everyone you know is dead.
That one.
Okay, can I spill the beans? Can I spill the beans?
Did you even tag me in this? When you went
Yes,
live?
I did.
He can't.
Oh no.
find it.
Remember when we go live, we have to tag during the video. Because it's
You can't find it?
It popped up now.
Can I go ahead and spill the beans?
What are you talking
Sure.
Is your name Sarah Connor?
It's your name, Tolo.
What's going on, Chris? Hey,
yes,
Chris.
why? Yes,
It's your name, Tolo.
Hey, we all on one today, but
It's your name,
special Pops,
Tolo.
but
Pops. Come on, Pops. A totally different movie, a totally different genre movie.
What's wrong with that movie? That was a good movie.
Dude, just
That was Bruce Lee.
let us have our moment.
Okay, y'all got your moment. God. Weak.
Let's talk about Terminator.
Hello. Is your name Sarah Connor?
Y'all know the routine. We're just waiting on everybody to come in. So
In the meanwhile,
we know the games are going on right now, but wait.
hey, we're gonna get some people in there. We're gonna start tagging some folks, and guess what? We're gonna get the vibe going with
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
I'm gonna try again to get the vibe going and set the mood.
Oh Lord! Now who you supposed to be?
Let's get it. You're listening to the smooth, silky sounds of Pops and the Henry Brothers.
And don't forget, we're coming to you guys live. What do you say, baby boy?
Let's go deeper.
And now, you are listening to the smooth, silky sounds of Pops and the Henry Brothers.
But wait a minute. Patrick, do you have my change? Don't be afraid. It's just Pops and the Henry Brothers.
What was that, Trav? Trav, what was that? Don't like it.
It's all right. It's all right.
All right, we back on, fellas. I'm just tripping.
We back. We back.
All right, we're gonna tag some folks in the meanwhile. Again, welcome, Chris.
What's up, Chris?
Hopefully everybody's doing good, doing well.
What do you think about that Prescott now?
Oh man, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to do a better job keeping up with comments. And if we don't get the comments, I'm gonna at least try to throw them all up on the screen as they come in, or at least most of them.
We'll try our best to do better.
Or we're tagging some folks. Where you at on the list, bro?
I'm just going straight down. Put that and whoever pops up.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's easier that way. And those people that actually fool with you. Feel me?
That's right.
Yeah, D.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. Pops is happy because he beat the Seahawks. Man.
No, Pop's happy all the time. Because I know that was going to happen. Remember, I told you that.
Sean Nene. I'm calling out names. I'm tagging Mary Ann Elizabeth, Sean Nene, Capricia Taylor. And while I'm calling them out, that's also like giving a shout out. Kevin Kraft. Prentice Randall. Tiana Petty. Tyrone Pickett. Kevin Lawhorn. Lil Cuz Carlos Henry.
Chris, who won the game?
Bernard Venable.
What was the final score, Chris?
I tagged a lot already.
Yeah, Eileen Cowboys fan. Feeling that vibe, boy. What's up?
What's going on, Miss Evan?
Miss Evelyn, how you doing?
Well, hello there, lady. Keep the fires burning. And keep the light on. And keep the light on.
What's going on, guys? Y'all know the routine. We just waiting on everybody to come in. We just tagging folks' names right now.
Trying to keep
Betty,
the light on.
Miss Betty Harkness.
Welcome to Pops and the Henry Brothers Podcast. Once again, we are your hosts. Let's make
Come on, Trav, get on in there.
No, bro. I don't even know why y'all even try.
Yo, I didn't say nothing.
First of all,
you're going to put me in
first
all
of all,
That was him by himself.
Pops, we need to get correct on something. We ain't trying nothing.
What's going on, Ron?
We doing it. Ain't that right, Pops?
No, I'm saying I don't know why y'all even trying to get me in on that.
Oh.
I don't even know where y'all going, bro. Y'all all over the place. Anyway, what's going on,
I
Ron?
ain't said anything about you, man.
No, I'm just saying.
We just
No, you
ad-libbing.
keep saying y'all.
Listen, I'm gonna play this again because we just ad-libbing to the
You
song
just
that's
mean,
on.
man.
It's-
You just
The
mean.
song don't change keys. It's in the same key the whole time.
Try
so
to
we
just mean,
ad-libbing
man.
to
He
it.
just mean. That's all that is.
Look who's talking about somebody being mean. Are you serious? Mr. Henry?
Man,
Are you serious?
Man, I'm a good guy.
Your
I'm
nickname,
nice.
matter of fact, your nickname from now on is Mr. Henry.
Travis said, Pop said, I'm a good guy.
Man, I'm happy all the time.
It ain't got nothing to do with being a good guy.
No,
Mr. Henry is your nickname.
no, it's not. I'm happy all the time.
All
Y'all just trying to make me be mellow, man. Come on, man.
Chris Garcia said, Texas
you
is
already know
big. It's Big 12 champs. If I missed anybody, guys, you think of somebody, please tag them, okay?
Hey, Chris says, y'all remember how mad he was when they lost to the Eagles a few weeks ago? Of
I
course.
wasn't mad at
That's
all.
why his nickname is Mr. Henry.
Listen, Chris, we did not lose to the Eagles. We lost to the referees. What was you at when all that was going
half
on?
true. That is half true.
Yeah, stop that. But we gonna play them again another
say
week
half
from
true?
now.
Yeah, because
Another week
The
from
Eagles are a
now.
better team, though.
Eagles did beat you, but it was the
No.
half was the refs. I don't agree with that.
See, we-
I seen the tape.
But we already know what happened.
You saw
We
that?
ready this
That's why I
time.
said half true.
You saw the tape, Travis?
Yeah, I saw the tape.
Yeah, I saw the tape too. Everybody did if they looking at the game. But it's okay. We always split. Every season we split 1-1 with each other. We did it last year. Remember? But this split gonna make the difference. Cause we gonna go into that 10 mark while San Francisco beat them. San Francisco gonna beat them. And Dak them gonna come in, and that game we play the Eagles gonna be the one for the division.
Chris, we do remember how mad he was when he lost to the Eagles.
Chris,
He was pissed.
I was not mad.
And you would think,
Bro, stop the cap.
I was not mad.
Stop the cap.
listen, stop the cap. You would think that he would be very happy today with
He
him
said,
and
he
Travis.
said, yo, he was arguing with everyone.
Pops and Travis have been
Was you arguing with
bickering.
everyone?
Chris, I don't like you, man.
Pops and Travis have been bickering since
thought
I picked them
I
up
thought you were
earlier.
my boy, man, but I don't like
and
you,
not
man.
only that, but Pops has been arguing about everything.
No, I haven't.
You could say, hey, it's kind of overcast outside. No, it ain't. Why you saying that?
Yo, his word
It
against
ain't
mine.
overcast in Dallas.
Exactly.
I mean, like, it's
When I
Pops is
was
on one
when we
today.
came on the air, I was smiling.
I think he's
Yeah,
yelling out
man.
a little bit. No, you would not.
They
smile,
lying on
Pops.
me. They are lying.
Pop
on
flipped
me.
the switch. Once we hit live, he flipped the switch like a light switch, man.
Oh, I did
Man.
that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Y'all-
you did.
Because I don't know who this guy is right here, right now. This ain't who we've been seeing before we hit live.
Golly. He said, this ain't who we been seeing before we hit live.
Chris, you know what, man? For you to be a Cowboy fan, you ain't down with me at all, dude. Hey, I gotta get some Cowboy people on.
No, he down with you. He just
Man, he ain't no
he's just
Cowboy
a
fan.
realistic Dallas fan. He calls it like he
He's a
is.
crazy realistic
He's
guy.
not delusional, unlike some people.
Oh,
That's
he's
all.
very delusional. He's bad. He don't even know when we play a good game when we don't.
Y'all know the routine. We're just waiting on everybody to come in. We're just tagging folks right now. But like I said, once again, welcome to Pops and Henry Brothers Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Travis. This is Pap. And this is Mr. Henry.
Please
Pops.
stop that, man. They mad because we won, guys. Hey,
Not mad because
They
we
hate it.
all picked you to win.
Yeah,
What-
you
how
picked-
we mad? We picked you to
because
win.
you picked it because you know we was a better team.
Exactly.
You can help it.
That's
But
why
you,
we picked you.
guys, the other night.
That's the point of picking a team. Would you think is going to win? Who's the better team? Who got the better chance to win? Right. That's why you picked that team.
The other night, y'all should have seen it. When he thought that was gonna lose, he thought that was gonna lose. God,
Bro,
you should
I
have seen it.
picked y'all to win. What are you talking about?
This rascal was walking around the house. Whoa, what's gonna happen now, Dad? Oh, Dad, what's gonna happen now? I shut the door and it got on my nerves so much I just shut
Bro,
the door.
I picked y'all to win.
But the other night, you couldn't have known it.
I picked y'all to win.
Patrick, this rascal got so on my nerves the other night, I shut the door on it.
No, he just
what's
can't
gonna
handle
happen?
it. I said
let's go happen.
because I told him I said it's gonna be a good game.
No.
It's gonna be a shootout. No, it ain't. We're gonna beat them by 3 touchdowns. I say, Dad, this is Seahawks. Seahawks is legit, bro.
You just gotta remember, you gotta coordinate.
And then you see
gotta
what and then you
coordinate.
see what happened by the end
You
of the
gotta
game. You
coordinate.
see what happened by the end of the game.
We won.
You was sweating.
We won.
No, but you was sweating.
I wasn't sweating at all.
Yes, you was.
Dad went down there and said,
Pat,
I'm taking
he
this.
was quiet as a church mouse.
No, I wasn't. I was in there
He
laughing.
was quiet. Then I say, "Oh, Seahawks must be winning." 'cause he
At the
quiet.
end of the game, we won.
Then when I checked back on the game, Seahawks was winning. I was like, "Oh, that's why he quiet."
No.
But as soon as it went, yes,
Man,
running
every
through the
time,
house saying stuff.
every time they
Wait,
score,
the whole time before that.
bro, every time they score, we score. What are you talking about?
Hey, Chris, yeah, he was hot at halftime. He was hot.
Chris, you don't know what you're talking about, man.
He was.
I thought you was cool, bro. You was my boy for a while. I don't know what happened.
He say you freak with Pops. He say that's why I give him such a hard time. He messes with you. He just give you.
I know he messing with him. I'm messing with him now. You ain't the guy you used to be, Chris. You used to be smooth, man.
Ryan say
You was the man.
Ryan say he was mad like Joe Jackson.
Oh, shut up, Ron. I don't like you. Not get the TV, bro. Forget that. Ron don't know. And what's going on, Ron? I didn't see him in there. What's up, Ron?
Ryan, you saying he was mad like who left the towel by the swimming pool? Michael? Marlon? Go to bed, Joseph. Go to bed. That's how mad he was.
Y'all know y'all.
Got the towel by the
See,
swimming
y'all
pool.
see, no wonder y'all say pop
That
and
dude
then
was
hit the
ready to
road.
whoop somebody
Y'all
for
like
leaving
to-
a towel by the
Golly.
swimming pool.
See,
dog.
y'all like to pick on me. That's what y'all do. Y'all bullies. All y'all bullies, man. Everybody
So I'm
know
a-
y'all bullies.
So while we're
Chris, you bully. You're a bully too, man. You supposed to be a Cowboy fan. You a
So
bully.
while we're here, we're gonna get the first guest in here so I can check some levels before we get really
Yeah.
into it.
We need to check that for this.
And then
Chris say Pops was hot.
check the live channel.
Yeah, he was.
Chris.
Golly.
Chris, you used to be my boy, man, but I don't know what happened to you, man. I don't know.
We'll get one in right now, and then we'll get the next guest in here pretty soon.
I thought he was smooth.
Chris
when
say
I
Chris
first
say
met
he
him.
was hot when they took that TD away and they gave it back.
Golly.
That's all right, bro. Oh my God, man. You still ain't cool, man. I don't care if you is funny. You ain't cool.
But the Falcons is first place in NFC South, baby. First place. Let's go.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How long?
Are y'all in first place?
No, I'm asking.
No. Can I ask you a question?
Oh, yeah. Okay, ask. Go ahead.
Are y'all in first place?
Golly.
We're in second place.
Ron
How long?
Thomas. We just sent you the invite. big
Until
dog.
next week. No.
Hey, I asked him, is he first
I
place?
ain't getting into
You
it.
say they
I
in
ain't
second place.
getting
I
into
say,
it.
No.
how long?
Until next week.
Bro, you not passing the Eagles. You need to cut it out.
There you go again.
Real quick. First of all,
I told y'all we're gonna be coming back. That game next week gonna be for the division. Gonna be for the division. Do you know that, right?
Stop.
all right, Ron, I'm gonna get you on real quick.
49ers gonna beat them. They 10-1. We are 9-3. If they lose, then we win. We'll be 10. We have the same record.
Okay, good. What's going on, Ron?
What's up, man?
What's up, Ron?
Chilling.
What's up? What's up, Ron?
Joe Jackson.
See, you gonna come on and do that.
Talk
now.
to you.
Keep
That's
talking,
wrong,
Ron.
man.
Keep talking, Ron.
I thought you was cool too, Ron, but you ain't cool no more, man. You and Chris both, y'all go on my list, man. That's just it. You won't get nothing for Christmas Eve. I'll make sure I tell Santa that.
Marlon, son, Who left the time about the boy?
You funny, man. That's cool. That's cool. Y'all ain't nothing but bully. You ain't nothing but a bully, man. That's all you is, man.
Look who I get it from.
Yeah, Ron. Seriously though, Pop's been on one, dog. He been
I
on one
know.
today. Like he been. I mean, before this started, you should have seen it, heard it.
I did not do that.
As soon as we hit live, it's like this. He's like, whole new person, bro.
Run, you believe that, man? Come on, Ron. You ain't believing all that.
I'm telling you, it's crazy, bro.
Well, all professional.
I'm like, who is this Negro? Who is this? I don't know this man beside me right now.
Yo, be ashamed of yourself.
I'm just being real, bro.
You know.
Oh, what's up, y'all?
We hear you good though, man. It's sounding good. The mic's sounding good. We can hear you good.
I needed a laugh today, man.
So you come on and laugh at me in my expense, okay? That's all.
Of course.
You're a bully,
I
man.
mean, you make it so easy, though.
No, you the one making it easy.
Like Sunday morning.
Yeah, okay, you funny, man.
Oh,
Nobody likes a bully, and both of y'all in that category. Y'all both are bullies.
Pops.
What?
You know me. You go way back, like.
Well, we did go way back. No more. We don't.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, Ryan, who win the Georgia-Bama game right now?
It's 7-10. We got 7. They got 10.
Oh, Bama's over Georgia? What?
Just a quick mic check, real quick.
Keep a check on it, Ron. Every now and then, call that score out, okay? Every now and then.
Well, we know Clemson not in there.
Man, I hate that though. It comes from my team.
No. Y'all did y'all thing a long time ago.
A long time. I know. You're right.
Nah.
Our time is over right now. I know that. But we ran that thing for a long time, bro.
I can't believe Bama is on top of Georgia right now, though.
10 to, he said 10 to what now?
7.
So just keep us updated, because like I say, obviously we're doing the podcast right now, so just keep us updated.
I got you.
We're not watching it right now, so.
Chris say he's recording. Okay.
I did check out what's his name? Arch Manning though. Texas. But that boy, it looked like his uncles, Eli and Peyton.
Before you get happy, they talking about he might transfer it, Travis.
To where? To Georgia? Oh man.
Hey, let me ask you something, Ron.
Wow.
Did you see who's in Dallas Stadium sitting with Jerry Jones and hanging out with Jerry Jones?
Don't
Deion and his number one quarterback.
nobody care.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Shooter Sanders.
If Shooter Sanders, he going to the Cowboys. Him and Jerry Jones and Deion, look, y'all hugged up.
Shador.
He's going to the
I think his
Cowboys.
name is Shador.
Shador, yeah. He's going to the Cowboys.
Where do y'all pick at, Pops, in the draft?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
What was the question again, Ron? I'll talk about
It's
it.
a long way back, Ron. It's a long
Hey,
way.
no.
Well,
I want to know the question.
If they get to the Super Bowl
like-
and win it, like he's
it's
saying
like
they're gonna
16.
do, they'll pick last. Anyway, they'll pick 32.
We're like 15, 16.
So here's my question.
Y'all all the way
What
back.
was the question, Ron?
Like 28.
I asked Pops, where do they pick at right
And I-
now?
It's gonna be like 28.
And I figured you was picking that, and that's why I said I don't want to talk
But
about it.
chances are, once they get in the play, how you determine that once they get in the playoffs, and then where you get eliminated at, that's where your pick starts. So
When we get eliminated, I heard what you
by
said.
the first
Whoa, wait a minute.
round or second round.
What do you mean by when we get eliminated?
They'll probably end up picking about 28.
Yeah, Pops was hot at
27,
halftime.
28. somewhere around there. Second round, y'all. By the second round, y'all be up out of there.
I can't wait for y'all to be shut up again. But Dak shutting everybody
Shut
up.
up again? When have you shut us up before?
Because y'all said he was not a franchise quarterback. Y'all said he'll never win the Super Bowl. Y'all tell a lot of stuff.
Well,
I
I just
right
saying.
though.
No, you're not.
He ain't won.
That
Oh.
should shut all of you.
Pop,
They won the Super Bowl.
That's the hottest thing in the NFL right now.
Has he won the Super Bowl?
Not yet.
Pop,
So he
But
can't
a lot
shut
of
us
them ain't
up.
run the Super Bowl.
So he can't shut us up. Then what are you talking about?
Pop.
Wait, Ron.
I just saying, I don't think he going to y'all.
The what?
I
You don't think so?
No.
Or you think he's going to y'all?
No.
What are we talking about?
But Shooter, he was hanging out with Jerry Jones, and they were whispering. Him and Jim was whispering. Don't be surprised.
Shador.
His name is Shador.
Yeah.
I call him Shooter.
But I don't think he going.
Shooter?
Yeah.
Y'all don't need no
That's why I can throw
quarterback.
that ball now.
It's a good name though. He be throwing that thing.
Y'all don't need no quarterback. I think.
Oh, I know that. I know that. I'm
So-
just playing. Cause we got Trace. We got
Well,
that guy.
I mean, if Shador go to anybody, it's gonna be us. And that's
You
if
know what?
he comes out. He could come out this year, but I think he's gonna stay in another year and come out next year.
Yeah, Chris
What?
just brought up that point. He turned down a lot of schools and he's sitting now. So we'll see what happens.
He might be right. He might stay another year back.
But Arch was just playing today though. Why? What they mean he's sitting out? And if he was just playing, I just seen him playing.
Now I will touch on something that Chris just said. Chris said that that he messed with Pops. That's why he give him such a hard time. So that's the young folks saying that they got love for you. No, that's what I'm saying. That's young folks got love. Now here's the thing about it.
Chris used to be cool.
He also went on to say, bro, he struggled against a bum ass defense. I don't know if the defense was bum.
Wait a minute.
Seahawks
Seattle ain't got no bum defense,
Seattle
dude.
legit, bro.
Do you know who they got playing for them?
I think they was 6-3,
Yeah.
6-4 coming
They
together.
got
They got a
play.
winning record. They legit. They got a strong defense. They got a strong offense. They got wide receivers that can run the ball.
Yes,
They
sir.
got a good quarterback play. Great
Can I
coaching.
see the ball?
They legit, bro.
Yeah, they got a good
I can't
defense.
say that bad about Seattle.
I'm
Chris,
gonna-
they got a good defense, bro. You got that
I'm
wrong.
gonna go on record.
That's why they was a team on 500. Go ahead, Pat. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm gonna go on record and I'm gonna assume, I'm thinking that Chris is trolling right now.
No,
Hold on.
No,
hold
he's
on for a second.
serious.
Hold on for a second. I will say this though.
He
Out
need a
of,
hug.
out of all the winning teams, the Seahawks are kind of middle of the pack.
Oh no. Oh,
As
no.
far as win,
No, they're not.
middle to
No,
top
they're
of the
not,
pack.
Patrick. No, they're not. This time you're wrong. You're wrong this time.
I said out of all the winning teams.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Seattle ain't no joke.
All right,
man.
now
They
here-
ain't no joke.
We're,
Okay,
we're
so-
probably middle of the pack out of all the winning teams.
So
We
let me ask
first
you.
in our
Let me
division.
ask you a question then.
We
Seattle
only got-
was the team they said Cowboy
We
win.
only got
That-
5
they're
wins.
shut up
Nobody
about it.
want to say that to us.
Who are the teams that have a better record than Seattle?
Nobody.
Eagles, Dallas,
Some the only one that they won.
San Francisco.
Who else?
They Seattle.
The Chiefs.
Now you got the Lions.
Oh, you talking about the whole?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Seattle ain't no middle of the way.
Jacksonville.
They're not no middle of the way team. Patrick.
Miami.
The more teams you name, the more you prove my point.
Yeah, but
you,
talking about the
no,
whole-
no.
That's
I'm
the
talking.
whole NFL. bro.
That's my
I
point.
thought you were talking about the NFC.
No, this is my point, y'all.
But it's a lot of middle of the pack
Okay.
teams, and when you start comparing everybody,
That's my
that's
point.
different.
Listen, that's my point. That's all.
But
That's the
they're
only
not
point.
middle of the pack though. They like
You
up
just
there.
rattled off 6 to 8 teams right off the
No,
bat.
but what I'm saying,
They
they're
are
up
winning team, bro.
They
Hold
up there,
on
though.
for
They
a
are a
second.
winning
Hold on for a
team.
second, Pops. Hold on for a second. Chill out, because I'm not knocking you right now. I'm just saying. You just rattled off. Ron, correct me if I'm wrong. You just rattled off 6 to 8 teams right off the bat. Like if you had to struggle and think and maybe come up with 3 or 4.
You might be
Okay.
Because I'm thinking off the
Well,
top
hold
of my
on.
head,
Hold on
bro.
for a second.
It's
Wait,
32 teams.
Let me
bro.
finish. With that being said, that's why when I say in terms of winning teams in the whole NFL, they're probably about the middle of the pack. Maybe the upper middle.
That ain't what they
I
saying.
give them that.
That ain't what they
That's
saying,
not a knock against Seattle. That's
What?
not saying
Wait a
they're
minute.
Hold on for a second.
Why are you calling middle of the pack?
Because
That's
you
not
want to take them
because
down.
they are
man.
middle of the
You
pack.
want to take
Wait a
them down.
minute.
They're not saying.
That's
Pat.
saying.
I am not saying. Hold on for a second, Ron. I am not saying.
That's saying.
I promise, Ron. It's only take about another 30 seconds to a minute. I'm not saying they're not legitimate. I'm not saying they're not contenders. I'm just saying they're middle of the pack because the Eagles, the San Francisco, the other teams that Dallas has played that are the upper echelon, they have not beat. And then with the Seahawks, since we're already talking about it, might as well get into it.
Patrick, might well stop.
Hold on for a second. You kind of
Seattle was that team, though.
Pops, let me finish since I got the ball. Y'all kind of struggled a little bit against Seattle. And that's just the fact of the matter. Y'all a big chunk of the game, y'all were behind.
With their defense.
Hold on for a second. The big chunk of the game, y'all were behind and y'all struggled. And it looked like y'all were not gonna pull it out.
It was no bigger chunk. of the game.
With that being said, with the Seahawks being, and they are a middle of the pack team, whether you want to admit it or you can argue with it or not. But if you look at everybody's record across the landscape of the entire league, they are in the middle of the pack
Now they are
of winning teams. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they're at the bottom. I'm not saying they're not legitimate. I'm not saying they're not
Is
contenders.
that a winning team?
So with that being said,
Bro, they are a winning team, bro.
did I not just say of
I
winning
got what you're
teams?
saying, but
Okay, so with
what
that
you're
being
saying
said,
is
my
doesn't-
point. This is my point.
it doesn't
First
make
of all,
sense, man.
last week
You looking silly
I
right
said
now.
one of the three things that Dallas needed to overcome
It's
to
like you're
change.
taking away from them. By saying
That's what he doing.
No.
Yeah, uh-huh.
To overcome that narrative, to change their narrative is, and three things to overcome is one thing is they have to be the winning team. They did that, and I'm giving them credit.
Even
Congratulations.
Shannon Sharp gave him a problem.
Now, with that being said,
Even
there are
Stephen A.
still other winning teams that are doing a little bit better than the Seahawks, and that you're going to have to go through.
And
You're
Dallas
going to
was
have
one.
to go through better teams.
And Dallas
get-
was one.
You're going to have to go through better teams. I'm talking about other teams that comparing to Dallas. You have to go through better teams in Seattle to reach your goal. That's all I'm saying.
Seattle's on the same level as those teams, though. That's all.
But not
That's
all
I'm
those
saying.
teams.
They
So-
on the same level.
but-
But they
so
got a
that-
winning record.
So with that
They on
being
the same
said,
record, bro.
so with that being said,
Same level.
just because they have a winning record don't mean they're on the same level as the teams that are in the upper echelon.
They are, bro.
So they're on the same level as the Chiefs, the Eagles.
I think they can beat the Chiefs.
I'm not saying anybody can beat a team on
Yeah,
any given
I'm
day. What I'm
saying
saying is
Seahawks
you
is a
think
good
looking at both teams overall in general,
Seahawks is a good team. Yes, I'm saying
I'm not-
Seahawks is a good team.
we're saying two totally different things.
I think they're on the same level, pal. I hear
Okay,
exactly what you're
all right.
saying.
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
They got a wide
The Seahawks-
receiver, baby.
the-
You
the-
talking
the
about somebody fast?
The Seahawks are not on the same level as a
Chiefs
40
ain't all that, bro.
as a 49ers, a Chiefs, or an Eagles. They're not. Period. In the story. Now,
I don't
I
agree.
will end by saying I give huge major credit to Dallas for hanging in there, overcoming
Hanging in there.
that particular hurdle that we were talking about. Not only that, but coming from behind. You got to give Dallas credit.
We
You
talking
got- you
6
gotta
points.
give 'em credit.
We talking about
And
6
they
points.
and they beat an outstanding Seattle Seahawks team. A well-rounded team on both sides of the ball, and a team that a lot of the game they outplayed Dallas, but Dallas overcame, and they beat them. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Ron.
One, you to put Seattle next to the Miami Dolphins.
Travis, you talking about? I forgot about Miami. Yeah, you talking about me or Travis?
You, Patrick.
When I said they're the middle of the pack as far as winning teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because why? Miami Dolphins.
What's up,
cannot-
Carlos? Y'all, Carlos.
Cannot beat no good team.
What's up, cuz?
That's arguable because
What's up, Nate?
You know, you look at
What's up,
Tyreek
Nate?
Hill.
What's going on, Nate?
You look at the quarterback. You look at what they're doing overall in their record and stuff.
What's up,
Well,
Carlos?
They're
What's up, Nate?
they're a real flashy team. Don't
Right.
get me wrong, and they are one of the best teams right now. However, when it
They
gets down to
do.
brass tacks,
Right.
that's
They cannot
arguable
do it.
when you match with other teams with winning records. They're like
And
50-50, right? 50-50,
No,
right?
it's not no argument because they could not beat Philly.
That's my point. Well, I get it. I agree with you.
They,
Carlos, by the way, who just came in? Nathan, what's going on, Nathan? Good to see you. And by the way, Kevin Kraft, welcome aboard. I'm trying to get your comment. But you're right.
Because-
So when I said
What's
middle
up,
of the pack,
Kevin?
Wait, I gotta address
That-
this.
go
real
ahead.
quick. Carlos, what's up, cuz? I see that you said Coast on the rise, fellas. I think we can win out. You do know you got to play us, right? I just want to address that. You're not winning out. You're not winning that game. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me throw up a comment real quick.
Shot fired. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Don't take that, young man.
Hey, Nate, say boo, Cowboys.
Hey, Nate, I hate to say it, but you got to give him credit for at least beating a winning team. You got to give him credit.
About time.
That's
Hey, nah, for real though.
that's disgraceful.
Congratulations, Dad, to beating your first winning team off season.
That's
Congrats.
disgraceful. That's
I'm just saying,
disgraceful.
congrats.
All right, so let me
Congratulate you, man.
real quick. So
We got some questions. we
Kevin
wanna ask y'all.
Kevin Kraft is giving us an update. So he said, "What up, Henry family? 10-7 Alabama.
Good.
Georgia,
I know you did.
Georgia just
Good.
missed a field goal that bounced off the crossbar, which would have tied it. And now
Oh, no.
Alabama's got the ball back. And they're up 10-7.
So they could have tied and they missed the field goal.
Yeah, but
That's gonna come back and hold them, bro.
it's going to be a good game regardless.
That's
So,
gonna come
but-
back and hold them. You know that, right?
you know, because
Pup.
the truth of the matter is, no matter who wins this game, you're going to see both in the end anyway. Both teams in the
Pup.
end, regardless.
Remember, Clemson not in there.
I know.
Y'all on the couch.
I know.
Of course,
I know.
That's
I hate
what I'm
that too,
saying.
man. I hate it.
I can live
love-
with that.
I love-
I can accept it.
Patrick is a Clemson fan too.
Yeah, I can
know.
accept it. But listen, enjoy it while you can, Ron, because once this little winning spout is over with, it might be another 30 years. so enjoy it while you can.
Patrick,
Yeah.
you cannot talk if you can't get into the club.
Yeah, but we won 2 or 3 championships in the last 5 years. Y'all literally just why you blowing smoke off the barrel? Y'all literally just started winning.
We is the defendant.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all literally, in the grand scheme of things, last year was the first time y'all ever won a championship. Ever.
No, we won back to back. What are you talking about?
Last year. I'm talking about the year before last and last year's. I'm sorry, my fault.
I'm finna say, what are you
But
talking
my
about?
point is, y'all just started winning. So
He need a hug.
So
man.
2
He need
years,
a hug.
basically
He need a
2
hug.
years ago was the first championship y'all have ever won.
Okay.
Let that sink in.
Okay, but
So now that y'all got a championship with 2 under your belt, you're gonna talk smack.
hey, of course.
Enjoy it while you can, brother. Enjoy it
I
while you can.
am.
And listen, congratulations. I agree with you. I do with you. Congratulations. While you winning, I'll congratulate with you. But once y'all start losing, I'm gonna start talking big smack again.
But once again, you can't talk junk and you looking on the outside.
Well, maybe not this year. But nobody was saying that. Nobody was saying that to us when we went to 4 championships in 5 or 6 years.
Get into the club now.
Listen, we didn't listen.
Right now.
Let me put it like this, and this will settle a debate. We've been in the club. We just got out of the club to give room for you to get in the club.
Stop it. Stop it.
Like Tom Brady.
I mean, for real.
Like Tom Brady
listen,
did.
this ain't nothing new to us.
I mean, listen, you can't hate on us because we won.
No. I'm not hating on you. I'm not hating on you.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I believe that's why Tom Brady
Congratulations.
retired.
And we should win this
I believe
year,
Tom Brady retired for giving everybody else a chance.
Congratulations, though. But at the same time, winning ain't nothing new to us, man. We didn't want
I don't speak much on Georgia because I don't watch them like that.
Yeah.
I do watch them, but not like
But
that.
but hey,
Like I watch my Falcons.
but don't come for me when
Oh, I
winning.
didn't. I didn't.
No. I'm just saying. I'm talking about Ron. Winning is not new to us. We didn't been there, done that.
But Patrick.
So now that y'all are finally winning, it's not like we can't talk like we ain't on the same level. We've been where y'all are. Y'all just not getting to where we are.
Patrick, I'm talking about right now.
Oh my
See,
gosh. Yeah, of course
wait a
this year things
See,
change.
you sound like Pops now. You sound like a Dallas fan.
Well, the difference is though, we
20
really
years ago.
I'm right
20
here,
years
man.
ago, we got
I'm right
all
here.
these wings.
listen. Let me ask you a question. So, is there
I'm
not
right here,
is there
Ron.
not
I'm
a
right
difference?
here.
Is there not a difference? Yeah, we are talking about Pops like he ain't sitting there.
right here.
Listen, is there not a difference?
What a friend
Is
you
there
are,
not
man.
is there not a difference between 30 years ago
I remember
versus
that.
5 years ago? Is there not a difference? 4 or 5 years ago versus 30? We are relevant in the recent past.
Wait a minute. You should know football is about what you done for me lately.
Of
And
course.
y'all have not done nothing.
Chris, we'll adjust
Of course.
that. We'll
But you know
address
what,
that.
though? I'm gonna give you that, Ron, and I'm just gonna sit back quietly and wait. And I'm not saying I want y'all to have demise, because if y'all win, I'm gonna be rooting for you. But at the same time, when you don't win, I ain't even gonna say that. I'm just gonna look at you. I'm gonna be
You gonna take my line.
because I know that's what you're gonna say, so I'm gonna go ahead and steal it for you.
You gonna take my line.
I'm gonna say it before you even say it.
All right,
Oh,
guys.
no, I'm gonna look at you.
All right, guys. Let's get into this. Now that everybody's in the room, I feel.
Call out everybody in the room for you no walls there.
I already called out everybody.
You did? Okay.
I go up there. Yeah. You can call
Why you gotta be so
And by the
mean,
way,
man?
guys, everybody that's
Yeah,
watching,
you act.
Dad, call them
You're
out.
a grouse, man. I did call them out.
and listen, while everybody's watching,
Call
we
them out. You're right
I
there.
already called them out.
Go ahead. So why'd you tell me to call them out?
now listen, guys, listen, real quick, gonna make this announcement. First of all, I'm gonna let Travis, because Travis does this better than us. We're gonna let Travis put up our YouTube handles in the comments at some point here in the next few minutes. But not only that,
Let him do it right now.
we're gonna try to get to the comments, ladies and gentlemen. If we don't get to them, I'm gonna try to at least put them up on the screen so people can read them, interact with each other in the comment section, and interact with us. So bear with us. We're trying to get better at it. And so if you see comments come up and then come down and then change, this is why. Okay, so we're just trying to get everybody in here. Hopefully everybody's had a good Thanksgiving. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Without y'all, we don't have a podcast.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, how about them Cowboys? See, I'm not a hater. I say, how about them Cowboys? That's
All right.
that's a huge feat for y'all.
All right, I got the YouTube down in the comments section. It's Pops, the Henry Brothers, 1997.
Cowboys.
If you haven't subscribed, please go and subscribe.
Pops, don't do that, please.
You're just jealous, man.
Ron,
You're just jealous.
see Ron's face? That says it all. Just don't do it.
And let's get to these topics.
He's a hater too.
This mother talking about some Cowboys.
Guys, I got the ball. Guys.
Sorry.
All right, we're finna get some order, some act right here.
You're right.
I
You're
got
right.
the
You're right.
ball.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right. Go
We're
ahead.
sorry.
Sorry.
Man.
Sorry. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Gotta make sure they ain't clicking, y'all.
We know that, man.
You could
All
have.
right, now, like, let's get to these topics.
Okay.
Could have been 2 minutes.
I got the
into it by
ball.
now.
I got the ball.
So what happened?
I gotta get in one little bit real quick.
Now let's get to these topics.
Okay, here we go, guys.
First topic:
You gonna bring some people in? Okay, Ron's in.
Aaron Rodgers is back practicing from the torn Achilles. Is it too soon? Ron, what you think about that?
Before,
Say it again. Say it again, Pat Travis. For the
I gotta do this real quick.
Did y'all hear what he said?
This is comedy gold. Chris Garcia said Dak got 5 wins in his career now against plus 500 teams. Congrats, Dak. All right, go ahead, Ron. I'm gonna let that sink in.
I ain't messing with Chris.
To me, if I am Rodgers, I will not even come back this year.
Okay.
Why
why
I say that? Because if he get hit the same way, then what?
I will say this. I agree. I get what you're saying, but your statement is a conundrum and an oxymoron in and of itself. Because you said if you were Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers, I can admit that Aaron Rodgers, as far as an athlete, is on a totally different level than I would have been as an athlete, probably. So with
Man,
that
we
being,
know that, Patrick.
with that being said, if I was Aaron Rodgers, I might be singing a different tune. I might actually be recovering and be on pace to come back. Is that by the playoffs? That makes sense?
Guys,
It's Aaron Rodgers.
Is our music too loud while we talking? Or it's just
So,
right?
I mean,
So
Yeah.
you're saying that basically you're saying that
Ask me if the music too loud.
no, because I already checked it out.
I'm talking to them.
Yeah, the music. How's the music, Ron?
It ain't too loud, is it?
turn it down a little bit.
I thought so.
All right, so
I could tell it was too loud.
Yeah,
I didn't say that.
See, Pop, don't one can hear that.
But
See?
here-
I heard it too.
but the thing about it is, it sounds loud to us on
It
this
sounds
side. But
good.
when I put in my
No,
I'm talking
earbuds,
about
Damn.
from their perspective.
To me,
I listen to it like as if I was in the
Just pinch
kitchen.
it just a little bit.
So
to me,
He's telling you.
okay.
if I am Aaron Rodgers,
Yep.
I will not come back this year. Because when you tear your Achilles, that a different ball game.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and this is my thing too, Ron. Like,
Yeah.
and this is what our boy Nate was saying. Did he really tear his Achilles fully in order for him to come back this quickly? Because I've never seen nobody come back off a torn Achilles.
That is
this
something to
quick.
think about right there. That's good.
It's something to think about.
That's good, Nate. That's good.
But they say he did, so I don't know.
Yeah. So here's my thing about that too. First of all, just looking at the video, it looked like it got ripped in half. Just looking at the video, the way he fell on it, and like it seemed like it held up for just a split second, but then the guy couldn't get off his leg, and his weight kept coming down, and it just popped.
It
Like
did look bad.
it looked bad. So the way technology is, you got to think, man. Over the last 200 years, we have made so many advances in science and medicine, but that has been exponential. Like 200 years ago to 100 years ago, it was like, man, that's pretty good. But 100 to 50 years ago, it's like, well, dang. But 50 years ago to now, it's like, my goodness, like they're coming out with new technology every couple of years. So when's the last time that we knew of somebody that tore their Achilles besides this year with Aaron Rodgers and Kirk Cousins?
Bama just scored a touchdown.
So they are ahead by 10.
15-7.
Yeah. So with that being said, I guess my point is
It's what?
16-7, probably 17-7 by the time they kick the field goal. So my point is, it could be just technological advances. When I was in high school, 91 through 94, 90 through 94, a guy named Chris Dickerson tore his ACL. Dude, he went into surgery and he came out. He had the biggest, and I'm not trying to talk negative about it, because shout out to Chris if he ever sees this, because he recovered and came back the next year like a road dog, like a warrior. But it was the biggest, probably one of the nastiest scars I've ever seen. And the size of the knee brace this guy had to wear for months, and then getting onto the field. I mean, he was never able to go out there and play without that knee brace, once he got out of the cast. think about that. Now, if you tear an Achilles, it's outpatient surgery, right? And
Right.
3 to 5 months later, you might be doing what you were doing again, depending on how the severity of it. Whether it's football, basketball, martial arts, wrestling, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we've just come such a long way. I ran into a guy last night at the dollar store right up the street from where I live. And I'm not calling his name. He works with the local sheriff's office where I used to work. And he tore his Achilles earlier this year, about 5 months ago. And he's already walking around. He was stretching his Achilles out, showing me how far he had come. And he showed me the scar where it had been sewn up. And I'm thinking, man, that was like 5 or 6 months ago. Now, he's not an athlete, but I remember when people I used to go to school with, or like in college or years ago, if they tore their Achilles, they either never walked again or was just never the same.
Right.
So the only thing I can contribute that to is the will to come back. And this is the other thing I was going to say, the will to come back, and then the fact that we got so many advances medically. Now, you got to think from Aaron Rodgers' perspective. He came to New York with a chip on his shoulder. Think about it. He left Green Bay. They wouldn't get him the help that he wanted. He was kind of lashing out about it for a year or two, right? Wanted receivers, wanted help. It wasn't really even about the money per se. He just wanted help because they had gone to 2 NFC championships in 4 years, right? Something like that, and just couldn't quite get over the hump. And so when he went to New York, he was like, "I'm gonna show everybody if I got the help that I need and got a clean slate that I need, I'm still Aaron Rodgers." And then this happens the first game, so that will to come back and show everybody, it's got to be so hard for him just sitting by and watching his team go from being at such a prospect of having such a good season with him to just kind of barely getting by. You know what I mean? With him just sitting there watching. So his will to come back now is even stronger. His will to win is not even stronger than it was when he come over, because now it's not only a chip on his shoulder. Now it's just like, I got to prove to everybody that this didn't happen because of old age. It didn't happen because of this or that. It was a freak accident. I'm still freaking Aaron Rodgers. So I'm gonna make it back by playoffs, and I'm gonna show everybody. So it may be a combination of both.
Okay, now thank you for telling us Aaron Rodgers' Achilles story for the NFL Network. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Patrick,
Grief, bro.
Patrick, I just gonna look at you.
I'm saying, damn,
Jesus
Patrick
Christ.
should do NFL films, man. What the hell? All right, Ron, what you think about that? What Patrick just said.
if you can remember,
First of all-
any of it.
First of all, Ron, don't ever do that again. I did not like that. It hurt my heart. It
What's
hurt
up,
my feelings.
Brandon?
It hurt my feelings. All right?
Brandon's on there.
It hurt my feelings, Ron. I ain't gonna lie. Why you still laughing, man?
It's so funny.
Golly.
This
But-
dude turned into Steve Sable on our ass.
What's up, Brandon? What's up, Brandon? Don't think this on you, buddy.
Okay, Travis.
It,
I get it.
it depends to me.
Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, Ron.
It to me how you work on your body.
Yeah.
What's up, Corley? What's up, Steve?
It how you take care of your body. It depends. We seen Adrian Peterson he tore his ACL and came back in 6 months. So it just depends
So he
how
couldn't done.
you,
Yeah.
how you
Yeah,
keep
like I
your
said,
body.
Like I said, everybody's body is different. So,
Yeah.
like Patrick was saying, like you saying, Ron, with today's technology, people can heal and get healed a lot quicker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because we constantly having breakthroughs every day.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it
And
makes sense.
I see
Tell
Kevin.
the people just came in what we talking about.
Yes, Steve, what's going on? We're talking about Aaron Rodgers' Achilles, and do you think he's trying to come back too fast? It depends. Like I said, Kevin just threw up a comment. Ask Dominique Wilkins, who needed 18 months. But then again, you're talking about when he tore his Achilles, that was in what, late 80s, early 90s? That's 35 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, Kevin said Aaron Rodgers didn't really fully fledged tear his Achilles. He couldn't couldn't have recovered in just 12 weeks that quickly.
That tells me.
It's medically impossible, but we can't say that because we don't know. We're
Yeah,
not
we
him.
don't know.
We can't
Yeah.
really
We
say
don't
that.
know. Yeah.
So if he did, it's just miraculous that he did that. My thing is, if he comes back, thank God he ain't coming back this week versus us. But you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Well, I think
He comes
it.
back.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
if he comes back, my thing is he just gonna stand there? What's gonna happen when the pressure gets on him? Is he gonna relapse? All that. So you got all that. Got to take all that. into
Here's
consideration.
my other question too. I think of Bud Dupree. I think of people that have torn a pec. I've never torn, they haven't torn a pec, but I've been in the gym circles with people who have torn a pec, and that is a very hard injury to overcome. If you overcome it at all. But you see people who tear and re-tear their pec, and what they do is they give them a special harness to put on their shoulder pad so that they can't extend it past that point of where it tore, that it tore at.
Right.
And there may be some kind of special brace that does not allow his ankle, to bend in the negative direction beyond the 90 degrees or the 100 degrees or whatever. Does that make sense? So I'm just wondering, what precautions they're going to take to at least try to be preventative and try to ensure that he doesn't tear it again. But that's a good point, Kevin. I mean, it's all speculation at this point. Sorry.
Okay. Anything else you want to say on this?
Well, I'll say this. Aaron Rodgers,
They got a chance to
that's
speak
one.
yet.
Sorry.
That's oddly speaking of one of the best
I did
quarterbacks.
think- I did think about that.
That's one of the best quarterbacks of this time. Right?
100% agree.
And but to see him making a recovery like that, that's a good thing because NFL need quarterbacks like that. So Aaron Rodgers, I mean, I hope he can come back. But like Ron said, I don't know why he will come back now. What can he gain? If he get hurt, but I get the Jets still can get back in there. They ain't that far out. So I don't know.
I'm not saying they cannot get in there.
I know what you're saying. Is it worth it coming back?
Right. Is it worth it? Though you gotta look at it. A lot of people don't like Aaron Rodgers.
I know, but he's that guy.
Right.
He's that guy.
He
I
don't
know
got-
because we lose to him all the time.
But I'm talking about in the NFL.
At least
Yeah, he's that guy. He's that guy.
What does that
But,
have to do with anything?
Oh, wait a minute. But I
Because
was
they
saying
be
this like
trying to go after that injury. They be trying to go after that ankle.
Well,
He coming back, got the spotlight on him.
yeah.
They be trying to go after. They be trying to hit that ankle.
Well, let me ask you, Ron. Did you hear what he said when he had his interview about Dak?
What?
He said Dak Prescott was his favorite quarterback. He said Dak is number one out there. He said Dak is playing out of his world.
He
He
didn't-
said
he
he's
didn't say
impressed. Yeah, he did say that. God almighty. But he said Dak is number one and that he's impressed with him. He said Dak is his favorite quarterback. Patrick, I'm telling the truth now. Okay,
that's my point.
I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Pops.
I just want to let you know. Did you see the interview? I was
No,
impressed with what he said. I didn't know that.
never-
And he was talking about the cater. He said he loved that cater. Here we go. He said he loved it. He said it's original. That's why I was telling y'all that cater is getting to a lot of people. A lot of people loving that cater, man.
Cadence.
Cater's okay. All right.
But yeah, what Aaron Rodgers said, I seen the interview also. Y'all haven't seen it. Basically, like Dad said, he was saying he was basically giving Dak praise. Saying,
Yeah, absolutely.
He's I think he said he's his favorite quarterback
He
to
did.
watch this
He
year.
said it is. He
And
said it is.
that he's playing lights out, and he's definitely in the MVP running, and
100%.
he loves everything about Dak, and he don't know why people's hating on him.
Can I tell him why he loved it? When he was with Mike McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers' career came up just like Dak did. A lot of things going on with Dak came up with Aaron Rodgers the same way. So Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy had a lot to do with Aaron Rodgers before they got into that little mess, But McCarthy is doing Dak Prescott the same way. He's whispering in his ear, man, but I'm telling you, he's good for Dak. Dak is. I'm impressed with that, guys. I'm very impressed with him.
Okay, and I'll say this too. You guys go to, I don't know if Uncle Steve's still in here, Uncle Steve's Lounge on YouTube.
Yeah.
Subscribe to his channel.
Yes.
What's going
Yeah.
on, Uncle Steve?
I've been trying to
Love
give him
that
a shout
guy,
out.
man.
He
I
always,
listen to him, man.
he
I
always
listen to him.
shots us out.
Yeah, he
And I'm
does.
gonna
Yeah,
shout
he
him
does.
out the same way.
Yeah, he does.
Uncle Steve's Lounge on YouTube.
Yes.
If you guys haven't subscribed, go check him out. He
Go
has
check
great
him out.
content.
Yeah.
Talks about Falcons, amongst other things, mostly Falcons, but he can get down and talk about anything. But
100%.
he's one of the best Falcon content creators out there. So
Yeah.
Uncle Steve's Lounge on YouTube. Go check him out.
Yeah,
And
he's a good guy.
Yeah.
That's a good
appreciate
guy.
you coming in supporting Uncle Steve.
And that's a good segue into the point I want to bring up. Steven Johnson's comment is almost a perfect comment to answer Ron's question. Is it worth it? I think it's worth it simply because in the NFC West, let me see.
What's
That's the
going on,
NFC West,
Cartesius?
right? It's the Jets, the Bills, the Patriots, and who am I missing? The Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, the Dolphins are doing good.
Yeah.
And then the Bills are doing
Somewhat.
good. You know what I mean? You know, middle of the pack. So with that being said, if Aaron Rodgers were to be able to make it back and the Jets could hold on and win, this is what, 13, 2 out of the next 4 games, they still got a shot.
They got a shot.
Does that make sense?
Hey, and I was looking
So-
the other day. I was doing some study. The Rams, they not
Travis finna clown me about something. He got that face on me. Go ahead, Pop.
Guys, did y'all see the Rams? They not completely out of this thing.
Oh no, they're not.
They the dog horse,
I mean,
man.
nobody's out of it
Yeah.
technically right now.
I've been kind of watching them
except for
lately.
Carolina.
So
Carolina's probably the only team that's out.
That's-
Word up to
that's-
you, bro. Them boys are still.
Numeric, like mathematics.
They
Yeah,
sneaky.
everybody still got a chance.
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah.
But realistically,
I don't know, man. They might be a dog horse, man.
but the Jets got no chance. Ding, 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 ding,
Oh,
ding,
all right.
ding.
All
No
right.
chance.
That
in
defense
hell.
is different.
They've got. That's how.
Well,
When you got a good
You know what I
defense,
mean?
man. That
I would say this
Now,
about
if Aaron Rodgers come back, then yeah, they really will have a chance. If he
They-
actually starts
the
playing.
Jets got a really good defense.
yes, sir, man.
They do.
Yes,
They do.
sir.
They do.
They got good offense.
They was number one defense
With
when we
Aaron
played them.
Rodgers.
Let me ask you.
When the
do me a
Cowboys
favor.
played
Ask
the
Steve,
Jets,
would
that
you
was
mind
number one
coming on
defense
with
at
Brandon
that
in
time.
a second?
Steven Johnson, if you're in the comment section still, do you mind coming on? We're gonna send you a link, get you on here for a little bit.
Come on, my man. Holler at us a little
If
bit.
so, let us know in the comment section.
Show some of that
And
knowledge.
sometimes it's hard to get
That's
someone
what I'm
in
saying.
here if they're not a friend of the group. And the
He's doing the what you I
But
gave it to you to see if you want.
the Jets got a good defense and somewhat offense.
But Ron, what I've been noticing about that little young guy for the Jets, the quarterback, he started out a little iffy. But you know
Right.
what? Slowly but surely, this little guy beginning to kind of make some changes. I don't
Well-
know. I'm not saying he's that good, but he's not that bad either.
And
Right.
I'll comment on this too. Brandon say, Pops and Henry Brothers acknowledge me. Roman.
yes. Brandon, what's going on? I was just about to say, Brandon. Not only am I acknowledging, I just sent you an
That's
invite,
good,
bro.
man.
You
That's
beat me
good.
to it. You beat me to it. I'm sorry, man. We tried.
That's good,
And
What's up,
Brandon,
Brandon?
Brandon also says Cam Akers did it with us in 2001.
Yeah.
When he was back in the playoffs running the ball.
By the time playoffs,
Yeah.
he's back in there. He was.
Okay,
He did.
so- oh,
I
yeah,
got
I don't know
my
if he tore his Achilles or ATL, Brandon.
It's Achilles.
ACL.
What Achilles?
Yeah, we're talking about Achilles. So
But
yeah.
I think he told Achilles that thing.
If he tore his Achilles and was back running, that's crazy.
He was back. He was back. It
I,
might be
I
ACL.
forgot about that, bro.
Yeah, I didn't. I forgot
That's
about that
crazy.
too.
Yeah, and I got a shout out to my homeboy Corey. What's going on? What's going on, Bird, man?
What's up?
Chris,
What's up?
Chris said he would, but he at the bar.
Okay, Corey Bird, what's going on, man? Hey, love you, bro. Long time to get to talk to you, but hey, you still my boy. Still like my family. Thanks for tuning in. We just
What's up, man?
we
What's
real,
up?
we real, we
Rodriguez
raw over
Bird.
here.
What's up, man?
We real, we raw, and like I said, we're passionate also. So sometimes if people don't know any better, they think we gonna kill each other.
So
They
whatever
just
on your
throw
mind,
back.
bro, you can say it to us,
But
bro.
yeah,
All right,
it's all
We're
good.
down with you.
All right, let's get to this next topic.
Okay, next topic.
Shaquille Leonard, linebacker, former linebacker, of the
Oh.
Colts, is now a free agent.
Yeah,
What team would be a good fit for him?
it's two of them in the, that he's.
Which team is it? I mean, what's the player
It's
again?
Cowboys and the
Shaquille
Eagles.
Leonard,
Okay.
linebacker slash defensive end.
And he had a few injuries, but
Linebacker.
he's still dominant. He's still a good man.
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not right off hand.
Yes.
I'm not thinking of a team that needs. Is he inside or outside, or does he
Linebacker.
go back for?
Dallas need one. And Eagles need one. Eagles just lost that.
I'm not saying that.
I'm
not-
telling you who.
I'm not saying you could use one. What I'm saying is like
Patrick
desperately.
got the screen way back, Ron. I
Yeah.
can barely see you. So
Oh, pal, I see you, Ron.
you have to make the
But
screen
them the
bigger.
one that need linebackers. Eagles and Cowboys.
And we need linebackers.
And he's a middle coach.
Don't
too.
get me wrong. Could use versus like desperately need, like you getting ripped to shreds in the middle and you're not gonna make it.
Patrick, but both of those teams need a middle man. in the
I
middle,
think
too.
we can definitely use him.
Oh, of course, anybody can use that guy. He'll make a difference.
That'd be an upgrade
Okay,
for
well,
us.
that's
Yes.
good then. I give you that, Pops.
He'll upgrade for everybody.
But
Whoever get it. But he said he only going
He's a top tier premier linebacker
yeah.
in this
And
league.
if,
What killed him was he was they had him on a rotation with the Colts, I believe. Carlos can speak to this more, but because it's his team. But
Yeah.
I think they had him on a rotation, and he was telling the coach that he wants to start, like period.
He was trying to
not
tell
to
the
be
coach that.
rotated in and out. If not, then he asked for his release.
But see, he was asking for a meeting. Well, it is not Carlos can straight now, but he was asking for a meeting. They didn't want to give it to him, so
Right.
they came up to him and told him, "Say, okay, now you go have that meeting." He thought they was coming in to give him a little more play time. They were telling him they let him go. So the man kind of got fired on his day off, and that wasn't cool. They gonna miss that guy. They gonna miss that guy.
They got a bunch of young bulls over there with the coach that they're
Yeah.
trying to get playing time to, and pretty much go into the future with. So
and if
the older players
yeah.
start to get phased out.
Yeah.
So,
And
But
they
the
don't
talk
got
is that
paid.
he leaned more towards the Cowboys. That's what they're saying. Say he leaned more towards the Cowboys. So I hope so.
Of
So
course
Van
he
Der
is.
Esch, Van Der Esch, I mean, that's what they're saying
Of
now.
course he is.
That's just what they're saying.
Real loud.
Okay.
I told him to turn that down some.
And they don't
I
got
told him to turn it
paid.
down. It's a little distraction, you know.
They don't got paid.
Is the music better
That's
now? Is music better now?
It did.
Chris, throw up in the comments that whether or not the music is adjusted now.
It was a little loud, man.
Now, Roku
They
saying,
don't
Ron?
got- They don't got pay the backup that much money.
Yeah.
They going the cheaper route too.
So do y'all? What teams do y'all think Shaquille should go to?
He already said it. He done limited it down to 2 teams, bro.
I was talking to them. I mean, Patrick.
I'm telling you what he said.
I'm trying to hear it.
Okay.
Well, I think he should go to the Bills.
Y'all ain't listening.
And the reason I say go to the
Listen, because I was talking to Patrick. Dad?
listen.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. I'm going to say the Bills. And the reason I say the Bills is because this is another topic we were going to kind of get into. But the situation that came up with Von Miller and the allegation that's against him, I don't know if you know about it, Ron, Brandon,
I know about
But you
both
changed it- you
both
changed- you going to
Stevens,
that
Kevin.
You go to that subject? You put the change it now?
I think so, yeah. I guess we're going to segue into it.
Cause we ain't got
We're not there yet, bro.
Not do yet. Hold on.
But I guess what I'm saying is
That's a
we don't have,
nother
we don't have to get into it completely,
No,
but
let's wait on that one for the subject.
well, it ties into this one because I think Buffalo will probably be the team.
That's my whole thing.
There you go. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying because we still.
Keep that thought, cause that's good what you can say, Pat, but
We
keep
ain't
that
there
thought.
That's fine. You go ahead.
But I guess we can.
No, we don't
We're
have
not-
to. We don't have to go into it all the way. All I was going to say is because of the situation with Von Miller that we'll get into here in a little bit, not necessarily fully now, they will definitely need a linebacker. Because
That's F.
when y'all first talked about this situation with the linebacker, I wasn't thinking about the Buffalo Bills situation with Von Miller until just now.
It ain't.
So I think they will probably be in the highest demand for a linebacker in the next couple of weeks, probably
No.
because of that situation. When y'all think, but anyway,
Let me see the ball. I can tell you why
That
now.
makes sense what you're saying.
No, I'm gonna tell you why I don't.
But I just feel like, he got his choice where he want to go, and I think he wants to go with a contender. That's for sure. So
The guy already
it makes
said
sense, though, what you're saying.
this is what the saying is. He said he done limited his choice to 2 teams. That's just what the guy said. 2 teams.
Yes.
It ain't no must, F, or but. It's
Dallas.
2 teams. Dallas and the Eagles. Okay, let me tell you why the Eagles or Dallas could use him. For one thing, whoever get that guy, he gonna automatically upgrade. We lost our middle linebacker. Eagles just lost their main middle linebacker. The need for that guy is like he said a while ago, that's a demand. But if we can get him, Michael Parsons could go do what he really do. Because right now we're using Michael Parsons everywhere. But if we get him, we can turn Michael Parsons and let him do his thing. Right now, Parsons has to play a lot of linebacker, and he don't really want to do that. He would like to play a little rush more, but they making him stand in the center most now. But he's still moving around. But by having Shaq, that would be an instant upgrade. Because Shaq he can't go out and guard like he used to because his back and his surgery. But stopping the run and making the tackles, he's still acing. And he ain't no 4-down linebacker no more. Now, he probably could do that if he really put his heart in. But as the numbers and all, they saying that stopping the run, making tackles. Say, but so much of going out with a receiver, say his back and stuff ain't quite letting him do that right now. So for the stop of the run and making tackles, y'all know Cowboy can use that run stop in the center. So is the Eagles, because the Eagles missing their guy. But that's just what the saying is. So
Are you done?
yeah.
I just want to say this. Media kills me when they say somebody can't do something.
Yeah, I know.
Because they can't do it. So we can't say what that guy can't do. We don't know if he can cover or not because of his back.
But he
That,
can
that
cover.
remains to be seen. You know what I mean?
But he
that,
said
that's all.
He said his back. His back
I
is.
know, but well, that remains to
Yeah.
be seen.
But like you said, that is a point. That is a good point, Travis.
Throw this comment up and read it real quick. So Kevin Kraft said, Pat Jr., did you know your Steelers have 11 total turnovers in 9 games this season, which is the best in the NFL? I could play it off, be like, yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I was going to talk about that. But honestly, I didn't know it until just now. I hadn't ran across that stat yet. So that's actually pretty good. My Steelers, it seem like they might be turning the corner. But I don't want to get, just get on my stuff about my Steelers. But thanks for pointing that out, Kevin. That's more encouraging because, like I said, it seemed like we kind of turned the corner, especially moving on from Matt Canada and mixing up the play calling. Now, I will say this: in last week's total running yards from running backs, Ryan, let's get him off the screen. Let's just. As far as total running backs, I don't know if y'all knew this. You may have known this too, Kevin. Jaylen Warren was the number one last week in terms of rushing yards, and then Najee Harris was number 5. So we had 2 running backs in the top 5 for running yards last week, which was, in my opinion, is pretty impressive. So I can honestly say that we've got a 2-headed monster in the backfield now. Like a 2-tandem running back system. Kevin goes on to say, meanwhile, my Vikings have 24 turnovers in 12 games, which is the worst. Fumbles ruined my season even more than injuries did, and losing to the Bears is like losing to the Charlotte Bobcats.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Let's go down hard.
But he said the background music is good now, so
Let me give him something that's even worse than what he just said.
go ahead.
Come to the ball.
You said something that's worse for the Eagles?
Something for the Cowboys.
Oh.
Cowboys is the number 2 worst penalized team in the league. Now we want to brag about this. That we're the second most penalized team in the Seahawks. Those are the most penalized team in the NFL. If y'all didn't know that, those are the most 2 penalties. We had a bunch of penalties the other night, but who cares? We were talking about that last score that count. But the 2 most penalized team in the NFL is the Seahawks and Dallas Cowboys. If y'all didn't know that. That's why I said, since we were talking about the worst thing, so Vikings ain't one got a worst deal going on. Cowboys got one going on too.
And
Hope we can fix that though.
Carlos said Cowboys would definitely benefit from having that linebacker since play style is for the play style. So Pops is right. She agreed. Sorry about
Because see, Van Der Esch was our main guy in this cylinder. This is something everybody should
If you're
forget.
gonna talk, you gotta ask for the ball, bro.
I was asking.
I know.
for
I'm just saying.
it. Okay, I asked for it.
You're
You're
right.
talk,
You're right.
ask for the
You're
ball.
right. You're right.
But Van Der Esch, a lot of people don't realize how bad that is. When we got beat some of those games, the Wolfman and Trey was gone. And we just not got our linemen back on offense. So I'm not making an excuse for the loss they had, but I'm putting the facts out there. But when you got the number 1, he's the quarterback of the defense. That's what Van Der Esch was. He's in the center, he calls all the plays.
Right.
You lose that, come on now. You lose that guy, you losing a big deal. So that middle linebacker, hey, that means a lot. So to get that guy back in the center of our field, that would mean a lot for the Cowboys. And to the Eagles too, really. I'm just being straight with you. Because that guy, he's a middle linebacker. He's probably one of the best in the business.
You gonna give it to me?
Yeah, I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you.
Ryan said he falling asleep over here. Chris Garcia is trolling as usual. And
I
said
was
that-
giving you some knowledge, brother. You better listen to it.
And Chris Garcia is trolling as usual, saying, "Pops, you talking about frivolous type stuff now."
Yeah, I am. And we need that middle linebacker. Chris, all jokes aside,
All right, let's move on to the
let me
next.
say something to Chris right quick. They're going to be short. I want to say something real serious to him right quick.
Come on in.
They're going back and forth. Chris, this is going to be only to you, bro. Now listen to me. I know you like to play. I know you like to go on. But there was a time we got to look in this thing and be a little serious. And right now, the Cowboys got a chance to do something they ain't done in a long time. All I'm telling you is this. Putting pieces together is very important right now. Now, I know you like to say this and that about the bun, but look, bro, we got to come together as a nation. We got to start saying positive thing about the Cowboys. The more positive you put out, the more positive they'll take in. You have to start looking at things a little positive. It's all right to joke, but at the end of the day, anything that can help us get over that hump, we need it, bro. And that's serious business there.
And this is
I make sense to me.
no.
No.
But basically, what I'm saying is Now, you may say what you said, Pops. I'm just messing with you. But Ryan, did you have anything to comment back on that before we move on to the next topic?
Yeah. He a hater. He don't like to hear about Cowboys. Ron, am I lying? Ain't you a hater? Let him answer that. Run.
Move on.
Let him answer that. Are you a hater when it comes to Cowboys?
We talk about Dallas.
Yeah. See, he told you.
All right. Next topic.
Appreciate it, bro.
Dak is the best statistically in the NFL, but is he the best overall? Thoughts, fellas?
I said this 2 weeks ago, and I'll say it again. Statistically, Dak is the best quarterback this season thus far. But the best overall, I can't quite say it yet because 4 weeks ago now, we talked about aspects of quarterbacks and whatnot. Now, I will say this. He improved in one aspect, and that's being clutch and coming through in the big moments. And he did come through big in the game against Seattle. Because Seattle's a legitimate team, like I said earlier. So I got to give Dak credit for that. So he's how do I say that? He's adding to his armor. He's adding to his repertoire of things that he would need to be considered in the conversation for not only the best or one of the best quarterbacks of the season overall, but to even start to get into talks about being MVP. I don't think he's. So with that being said, I don't know if I can say he's the best overall right now, but statistically, yeah, he's the best quarterback statistically, and it's been like that for him for the last 4 years.
Not like this.
What?
Not like this.
He's been the best.
No, not like this.
He's been the best statistical quarterback for the last, at least the last 2 out of the last 4 years, at least. So with that being said,
Can I have the ball?
that part is not different.
Can I have the ball?
So
Yeah, when he's good.
You said ask for it?
Yeah, I know, but
How you gonna know I want the ball? Ask for it.
I got
Well, I was asking for it. You told me.
No, I'm saying he was going to pass it off.
yeah,
You told me
so
that.
that's my answer to it. All right, Ron, go ahead.
I gotta say Philly quarterback too.
Yeah, Philly, you talking about Hurts?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I say it's net and net.
That's arguable.
It even.
That's
Because
arguable.
both teams winning.
Eagles are just winning more, but yeah, that's arguable.
So
Sorry, I'm sorry. I had to throw it in there. If you look at the big moments that Jalen Hurts has had to overcome versus the big moments that Dak has had to overcome, Jalen Hurts, it's kind of lopsided in Jalen Hurts' favor in that one category of quarterback.
No, it's not.
And that's something you can't argue with. Even if you're a Dallas fan, you cannot be biased and say, no, Jalen Hurts and Dak, they've been the same in terms of overcoming big moments and being clutch this season. No. Jalen Hurts has been a little bit better in that aspect. Statistically, he's not as good, but he's been a little bit better in terms of being clutch and overcoming adversity, coming from behind, all that stuff. Dak has done it one time. One time. Jalen Hurts has done it 5. End of story.
because they both beat good teams. Philly just beat the Bills.
But here's the thing about it.
Dallas,
You ain't got the ball now.
I got the ball.
Dallas just beat Seattle. So they both beat good teams.
I get a
Okay.
chance to respond to that real quick.
That's true. But I'm gonna say hold on one second. Dad was saying that you was a hater a while ago. And Nate said he's a hater, period.
Yeah.
So
All right, real quick.
Nate is saying you're a hater.
Real quick.
period, right?
Come on, he's not gonna be quick.
I am. The only thing I can say, Ron, is
He gonna hate me. There you go.
the only thing I can say, Ron, is that was the whole point of the conversation last week and then earlier. The whole spiel about me giving Dallas credit for beating a winning team. Dallas has only beat one winning team. The Eagles have beat several winning teams. So to say that they both beat good teams, yeah, Dallas has beat a bunch of good teams that don't have winning records. And they've done this one time. See, now we get into territory where
Quick, right?
you take the credit, take the credit for beating a winning team, and then just take it and just don't start talking too much smack. But you keep talking and keep bringing up these topics, and it don't go good for Dallas fans. That's all I'm saying. So Jalen Hurts and the Eagles have beat more winning teams. They beat better teams on a more consistent basis. Period.
All right, I'm gonna bring some knowledge to you guys.
Mannequin challenge.
Call it what you want to call it. Ron, I want you to show me some respect like I did you, okay, bro? Try that. just try for a little while. I was listening to you. I just want you to listen. And all that snowing, cut your mic off if you want to go to sleep.
He's joking. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Stop. I'm talking to the man now. Patrick, do you want this ball to sleep with it? God, man.
You can't take a joke from the man.
No, I want you to just be quiet for a while. Just a little bit like I did you. Show some respect, dude. Restraint. Is that they call it? Guys, listen. All I'm saying is this. Patrick said a little while ago that Jalen Hurts have had more to overcome than Dallas, than Dak. It's not so. Dak had a lot of personal loss that he had to come from first. Dak wears that star on his helmet. Jalen Hurts don't have an idea what that's like. Jalen Hurts, just let me talk about it. When I say he don't know it, if you ain't got that star on your helmet, you got no idea what it's like, why that star on your helmet. Automatically, you a target. Now, all of you know I'm telling the truth. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
That's true.
Now, see, I'm going to put it out there for you. Now, another thing that I feel bad about, Dak has been pressed since the only time Dak ever played like he played now is his rookie year. After that, last year, he threw 15 interceptions. He won't see. That's all you guys were talking about. He go, I can't wait to see him throw another interception. Oh, that's all y'all were talking about. But I told y'all, that was just an anomaly. That'll never happen again. But you don't want to listen. So this is what I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to put something in your ear for you to really tell this simmer on. Right now, Dak Prescott, they say, well, he only beat a winning team. See, in the NFL, since the beginning of NFL, you've never heard no one talk about how bad the team was and you ain't playing nobody. That never came up to guess what? The Dallas Cowboys started. Do you look back in the NFL? See, do you ever see where they were talking about the guys ain't no good? The guys on the team don't. That ain't never happened in the NFL. It just started because of the Cowboys. You know why they said about the Cowboys? Because Dak Prescott is beating teams. Not just beating them, they're bullying them. Now, you take the Eagles. Eagles beat some of these teams we played, they barely beat them. But when you play a team that ain't no good, you're supposed to dog them. Now, everybody knows this for truth in there. My son Travis agree. If you better than a team, you're supposed to dog them. But the Washington Commanders went to overtime with the Eagles. Eagles barely got out of that game. Now, I think it's a conference game. Well, it's a conference game we played them too. The bottom line is this. Eagles been still winning. I give them credit. But they're barely winning. You take them referees away from those guys. Yeah, I don't think they have the same schedule. I don't think they have the same number of wins. But that's just me. I digress. But I'm going to say this right here. Now, I'm going to be straight with you. You guys say he ain't beat with a one-winning team. All those guys get paid big money to play football. They all got that logo NFL. The only reason you say that about the Cowboys is because that's a personal feeling. Or they beat nobody. Yes, they did. Those same teams. Look at the Jets. Who the Jets beat? I'm going to show you how true this is. They beat the Eagles. They beat San Francisco. But what did we do with the Jets? Don't give me the odds. What did we do to them?
Talk your shit,
But
Pop.
yeah.
Stop. No, you
Talk
gotta
your
stop.
shit, Pop.
I
Talk
don't
your
get
shit.
Tell him. But did they beat the Eagles?
Come on now, Patrick. Just give me a chance. Now, guys, this is something I want y'all to look at. All of you, not all of you, most of you said, when I started saying that Dak going to be the number one quarterback, you know how y'all got laughed at me? Everything Papa said is coming true. I told y'all he'll be the next Tom Brady. Don't laugh at me. But I'm going to tell you
And
something.
I'm still laughing.
If he keep doing like he's doing now, you're going to have to swallow all that slobber that you've been pushing up. Because I'm telling you, if you look at this guy, it's scary, Paul. If you look at Dak Prescott, it's scary, y'all. What's really happening before your eyes? Did you see how this guy is taking command? They are tackling him. He's still getting out of the tackle. The guy's running. He's comfortable. The last time I seen someone that looked like that was Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers. Who else I seen? I mean, look comfortable. They ain't many that looked comfortable. Rodgers started back. What's his name? Ben Roberts. These are guys that looked comfortable, no matter what you did to him. Dak Prescott is gonna shut a lot of people's up. But you trying to be hating him. But guess what? this guy can get this team to a Super Bowl. And if they get in the Super Bowl playing like they're doing now, hey, they'll win. Now y'all can't sit there and laugh about, oh, he'll never get to the playoffs. He'll never get to the Super Bowl. No. Something is happening, guys. And it starts with Dak Prescott, and it ends with Michael Paulson. Watch me. You keep your eyes on. Don't be surprised if we beat the Eagles next week. It's going to happen.
You got to stop. You hit the ball off.
But I wasn't done yet.
You handed it to me.
I'm done.
So are you still going?
I'm done now. I'm done.
Okay. Now, what Pops said was facts. He was spitting his, he's talking his shit. I give him that. Now what? How does that cadence go again?
Yeah, here we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got something to say to that.
That's a beautiful cadence, guys.
No, it's not.
I forgot.
So here's the thing about it. Just because
Yeah.
I gotta push back. I gotta
Of course
push
you
back.
do.
Okay, say that.
Just because y'all the
Chris-
Eagles, just because the Eagles beat y'all by a slim margin,
Let me say this real quick.
And-
say this
and
real quick.
just
It's real
because
short. It's real short. Real short.
just because the,
Chris Garcia says, "Okay, Pops, name an accomplishment that Dak has, please." That's
Well,
All right, so-
I'll do that for
so
you.
with that being
I'll give you
said-
3 of them in a minute.
so with that being said, just because the Eagles beat the Cowboys by a slim margin, and then the Jets beat the Eagles. And then the Cowboys beat the Jets. That does not make the Cowboys better than the Eagles.
That day it did.
It didn't make you better that day because you didn't play the Eagles. You didn't play the Eagles and beat the Eagles. You
Lord have mercy.
played the Jets and beat the Jets. That's a straw man argument.
So
you're
did
using.
they.
So that's like saying, all right, we swept the Ravens this year,
You can't win that one, bro.
right? We swept the Ravens, right? We split one with the Bengals, and then we swept the Bengals, and then we split one with Cleveland. Does that mean we're a better team than the Ravens?
That day you were.
No, what I'm saying is, do we have a better overall record, a higher playoff standing right now than the Ravens? No. Just because we beat the Ravens, that doesn't mean that. With that being said, just because y'all beat the Jets and the Jets beat the Eagles and the Eagles beat y'all, that's like a circle of teams playing each other that anybody can win. And another thing
Is
is,
that true
and
all the time?
I've said it time and time again. As good as the Ravens are playing, how did we sweep the Ravens? I'm not going to go on record and say we're necessarily a better team than them this year. I don't think we necessarily are overall. However, we are a division rival. So there's no fear of playing the Ravens, just like there's no fear of Miami playing
Yeah.
There's no fear of Miami playing Tom Brady when he was with the Patriots. Miami Dolphins would beat Tom Brady once a year
What's going on?
while Tom Brady was with the Patriots. Why is that? The Dolphins at that time were nowhere near as good as the Patriots, but they would still beat them. Does that make them an overall better team than the Patriots?
Give me the ball, I answer it.
No, it doesn't. It's a hypothetical question, Pops. So with that being
I'm
said,
gonna give you a hypothetical answer.
y'all are not better than the Eagles. And I hate to hurt your feelings, but this year, up to this point, the Eagles are a better team, period. If you can accept that and then take that and say, okay, how can we make our team better than the Eagles?
Let me have the ball, I can explain.
How can we overcome that and make our team better? If you can do that,
I can't. Give me the ball.
and then
I can explain it.
we can go. You'll get the ball in just a second. So I had to push back on that.
Of course you will.
That argument is
I'm gonna bring you up to smack though.
there's a fallacy, there's a flawed argument there, because at the end of the day, you can't say you're better than one team until you actually
Yes, you can.
until you actually beat that team. When you beat that team that year or that game, then you can say you was a better team that year. Period. End of story. So, have you beat the Eagles this year? Have you beat the Eagles this year?
I'll answer when you get through, man.
That's the only question.
You done? Give him the ball.
Pass me the ball. And then we'll move on to the next topic.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna answer his question. First thing he said, I need to show him some kind of proof that we're better. Look at the numbers. The numbers said that Dak owns the Eagles. Look at the numbers, bro. Every dog sometimes will have a day.
You own them.
No, stop. I got the ball.
You-
I got the ball now. Stop. Stop. That's what you said now.
You own them.
No, I got the ball, Patrick.
All right.
You're not gonna do right. You're not gonna do right. He asked a question, guys. I'm answering the question. The Eagles, it's their year. They got out ahead of us, but they played those same team we did, and that's how they got ahead. Cowboys had that bye week. So the Eagles played the same powder cakes that we did, like y'all said, and that's how they got ahead. But they wasn't that bad of a team. The Eagles played, but they bad when we played. But the bottom line is, if you look at the numbers, you look at the Cowboys got more wins against the Eagles than the Eagles got against Cowboys.
That's true.
So you can say what you want to say. This year we hadn't beat them, but we always play them twice.
That has the Eagles number.
Yeah, everybody knows except Patrick. Now the other problem is this right here.
Except the last game.
But you told me to give you something else. You told me to give you another
Ron
thing. You said,
said-
wait a minute, I got the ball.
Yeah, Travis
man.
just.
Come on,
Travis
no, Pat, you gotta stop now. I
What?
listen to you, guy. He told me to give y'all another reason why Dak has improved. Interceptions. He threw 2 interceptions in 6 games, guys.
It wasn't about
No,
improving.
stop.
It wasn't about
You
improving.
asked me to give you reasons, bro. Now you gotta see. When you
hard. That's hard though.
one thing my son said, when you start talking, you better know what you're talking about. He didn't know. He didn't realize what he was doing.
It wasn't about improving.
He was shaving somebody's hair without a razor, and I'm gonna put him up snuff. Now, the other third thing that Dak has done, Dak has come back from some bad injuries, dude. Dak is using his leg when he wasn't doing that in the beginning. But when he was a rookie, he was up for MVP. Because he played everything in his bag. Now, right now, what Dak's done better than I ever seen Dak do, Dak is winning again, guys. Do you know all these quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts, no difference between Dak and Jalen Hurts? Jalen got about 8 interceptions, now Dak and Dak got 5.
And a better record.
Wait a minute. And the record, if you want to talk about record, Dak's record is better. So you know why? Jalen Hurts turns the ball over in moments where he shouldn't. Dak don't do that. You guys can talk all you want, but a lot of the time, then Jalen turn that ball over. If he do that with the wrong team, he's beat. Jalen, the last 5 games, Jalen has had 1 or 2 fumbles. He's had 1 or 2 interceptions, and he seems to fall short when they really need him. One from his defense, they'd have been beat a while back. So you keep dropping that ball and throwing them interceptions. That's going to be the playoff. I'm looking at that to be the thing to come and get it. And the other thing about a running back, where Dallas is weak, is running backs. We since they got rid of Zeke in that red zone, we just a little weak there. But if I was Jerry Jones, I already done something to him. Go to your England Patriots and talk and get Zeke back. Because if you put him in that red zone, he's gonna run that ball across because that's what they're doing for the New England. But we need a running back right now. If we get that, we'll be complete. That's all I'm gonna say. Remember, I said that.
Ron said it best about 20 minutes ago. What have you done for me lately?
I just told you. I told you 5 things.
So with that being said,
I told you 5
no.
things.
First of all, the ankle injury was 2 years ago. The ankle injury was 2 years ago. That's not lately. So we can throw that out the conversation.
See how he talking against the
No. I'm just saying. No, if you talking about done for me lately, the ankle injury was 2 years ago. He's had plenty. He's had time to overcome it. And by the way, I'm glad he's overcome. That is a huge accomplishment because that was a horrific injury. But that's not lately. That was 2 years ago.
We tell it now.
Second of all, I wasn't talking about improvements. I was talking about comparing them to the Philadelphia Eagles. Ron said it best. What have you done for me lately?
Let me answer it
Until
then.
you
Let me answer. I just told him what he wanted to
until you beat the Eagles this year. This year. I don't care if you got their number. I don't care how many times you beat them. I don't care what your record is against the Eagles. This year is what counts. This year is your chance to win the Super Bowl right now. Last year is gone. Guess what? The year before that is gone. Guess what? The year before that is gone.
Talk right.
And guess what?
Talk right.
The year before that is gone. All that matters right now is this year. So with that being said, what have you done for me lately?
Let me tell you.
Until you beat the Eagles this year, I don't care if you beat the Jets that beat the Eagles. I don't care if you beat whoever that beat the Eagles. Until you beat the Eagles this year, you cannot say that you're a better team than them on
Yes,
that
you
football
can.
field.
Yes, you can.
Period.
Well, let me
Now
answer
you
this.
can give your opinion.
I want to answer these questions.
You can give your opinion. You can give your opinion. You can say this or that. You can give arguments with bullet points
like you do
about how you think that they look better than this team. They're better than blah 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 blah. Yakety smackety like that dude you say on Tasmanian Devil cartoon. However, what have you done for me lately? This year, Jalen Hurts, not statistically, he doesn't have the stats that Dak has, but he's got a better freaking winning record. They are the number 1 team in the NFC conference. When the season ends, unless y'all beat them the next game, they lose a few games, y'all win out. All that stuff's got to happen. They're gonna be sitting on a 2-week bye going into the playoffs. Y'all gonna have to earn y'all's way to a championship a lot sooner and a lot harder.
I'm
Now,
gonna say this.
Go ahead, Ron.
Pops, remember we had this talk at the before the season about Jalen Carter. Remember that?
Okay, what about him?
I said y'all gonna have a hard time
About
dealing.
Jalen Carter, I don't know what you're talking about.
Defensive tackle for the Eagles that got drafted from Georgia this year.
He hadn't been no problem for us.
Yes, he have. Yes, he have. I said it.
No, he's not.
I said it. I said they put those two boys back together again. Y'all will not have fun against them.
Okay, let me answer your question. Are you done?
Yeah.
The reason I'm telling you you're wrong, look at the game that we played the Eagles. You know Dak Prescott carved them up and ran all over them. Now, wait a minute. You said we're going to have a problem. That wasn't a problem. Dak Prescott carved them up. He was running all around, and them very guys grabbed him a couple times and couldn't even put him down. So you're wrong, Ron.
But
Wait a minute. Now you asked the question. Those guys are good, Ron. But them guys ain't the reason they beat us. The reason they beat us, Dak stepped out of bounds. It wasn't because of them two guys. Dak got away from them to do that. Now, you think about that. If Dak hadn't gone out of bounds, we'd have beat him.
can I finish?
Yeah, I thought you were.
Who won, Pops?
Hey, I just said that. Wait a minute, David. You asked me a question, Ron. I'm answering you now. Don't do that, Patrick. You asked me. I said, if Dak hadn't stepped out of bounds, we'd have won. I said, but they beat us because Dak stepped out of bounds. See, I'm not playing the clown games with you. We did straight up business. Dak stepped out of bounds, Ron, and we lost. That's all I'm saying. We lost. That's the whole thing about the Eagles beat us, bro. We know that. But you said those two guys give us a hard time. They did not.
Pops, those two dudes.
No, it
They're
wasn't.
gonna be a difference maker. I'm trying to tell
Michael
you.
Paulson, you said was a bomb.
I'm talking about this year.
That's what
I'm
you
not
don't
talking
know.
about 30 years ago.
That ain't no 30 years ago. That was last year when he got drafted, a year ago. You said he was a bomb and he wouldn't make no difference, but you was wrong, Ron.
Pops, I'm talking
So
about.
you ain't got.
this
I
year.
can't listen to you when you say somebody gonna make a difference because you don't know.
Okay, Pops.
Now you're the ones. I mean, I'm being straight with you. The Eagles beat us, Ron. But if Dak hadn't stepped out of bounds, we'd be talking a different game right here. But he got loose from your boy to get to the sideline. Go look at that play. The guy grabbed him to tackle him, and Dak got away from him.
Okay, Pops.
Just saying now. I'm just saying. Think about what I said.
Patrick, right?
God, I gotta do this, y'all.
Come on, Patrick. What are you doing, man?
Patrick is something else, boy.
What are you doing, man?
Hold on one second.
What are you doing?
He's showing that.
This is my face right now. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I don't understand why, but he said it at the end. He dressed it up, made
I ain't dressed nothing up.
it nice, made himself feel better about it, made it all pretty, just to say. But the Eagles beat us. We lost. They beat us. But then he rambled a little bit more about the other stuff.
Rambled?
Yes, because the stuff that you're saying is not relevant to the point that y'all are not a better team yet this year.
If Dak hadn't stepped out of bounds, we'd be talking about a different
But
game.
he did.
Dude.
Ifs, would have, should have. He did. I'm sorry. That it seems.
But we're
cruel.
done. We're done.
Okay,
That game happened about 4 weeks ago.
Y'all lost.
We know the outcome of that game.
Yeah,
So we were talking about your question was them boys don't make it hard on us. And I said, no, I can prove you not. I can prove you wrong, and I did. He got loose from one of those boys to make that run.
They made it hard enough for y'all to lose.
No. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'll just answer your question.
Technically, I got the ball. They made it hard enough for y'all to lose.
Ron.
That's the point of the matter. I'm driving this point home because
It doesn't matter.
Dallas fans, oh man, y'all lost. You lost. You're not as good as Eagles yet this year. Until those roads roll off your tongue and you actually admit that,
But I don't know what
when you admit that and you can say, you know what, they're better than us right now because they got a better record.
Uh-uh.
And as soon as you can say that, then you can start to say, Okay, now let's look at how we can become better than them. And that's how we can beat them because we got to play them again, first of all, in the regular season. And then second of all, we're probably going to meet them you may meet them in the playoffs. I don't know. So if you can say, hey, you know what? They got the better of us. How can we change that? Instead of saying, no, they're not better than us.
Let me answer.
Can we change something?
No, you're not going to skip. Do you really think I'm going to let you get the last word on the Cowboys to put them down? I'm not going to revolt? No.
You're right.
It ain't that kind of a party.
You're right.
Now, guys, he said, I'm going to go by what he said. He said because they were better than the Ravens, they beat the Ravens, so that still don't mean they the best. The same thing goes for your little conversation. Just because they beat us once don't mean they better than us. You said a little while ago, Patrick, I'm going by what you said. You said just because we beat the Ravens, that don't mean they better than us. Because they beat Cowboys don't mean they better than the Cowboys then. See, your own word to call up with you. Because they beat us don't make them better than us. Did you not say that about the Ravens a while ago? You said you beat them twice. That ain't what I'm saying. Do you understand? Oh, you just don't want to. See, y'all, he said a little while ago, well, we would beat the Ravens twice, but they still don't mean we better than the Ravens. Well, the Eagles beat us once. It don't make them better than us.
Okay, what we arguing about here? Let's
We're
move
not
on to
arguing
the
about nothing. We're talking.
Next
All right.
subject.
Next
Go to the
topic.
next subject.
The playoff picture is starting to develop. What do you guys
Yes.
think about it?
Well, I can say this.
The playoff picture.
It is so refreshing to be able to look at my Steelers and to see that we actually have a playoff spot 3/4 of the way through the season. We were at number 5 in the entire AFC. We dropped the game to the Browns, but then the Browns lost and we won, so that puts us back to number 5. Now, I also say something about the AFC North Conference. I've been saying this the last, 6 years since we've been doing a podcast, 7, whatever. The AFC North Conference is one of the best, if not the best, arguably, and toughest conference in the entire league because 3 out of 4 teams in that same conference are making it to the playoffs so far. You got to think about that, and that goes a long way. The Baltimore Ravens, number 1. The Pittsburgh Steelers, number 5. The Cleveland Browns, number 6. So that says a lot about AFC North ball. That's all I was going to say. The playoff picture otherwise, I think number 7, the Jaguars rounding out number 7, I think in the AFC, if I'm not mistaken. And then, no, I'm sorry, it might be the Dolphins. It's either the Jaguars or the Dolphins. I can't remember. The Dolphins might be tied with the Colts, I think, for eighth place. NFC, I don't know. You might can speak a little more on the NFC since y'all over there in the NFC.
Yeah, well, I would just like to say, of course, Eagles is number 1, and I think San Francisco is Eagles is number 1, Dallas is number 2, and I think San Francisco is number 3. I want to say Detroit is, I think, number 4, and I think we're number 5. So we lead in the division, the NFC South. And I think what we've done so far since the bye, we made some corrections to what we got back to our identity, which is running the ball, which a lot of people say, oh, what is Falcons' identity? Other Falcons content creators, which shall remain nameless, saying, we don't even have an identity. What is our identity? When obviously we know what our identity is, which is running the ball. Right, Ron?
Mhm.
But they should remain
Y'all just don't have the right
Right.
one.
nameless. Mad Mike Sports. But anyway, yeah,
We knew you was going to say that.
But,
you couldn't help yourself.
I don't get that. And Mad Mike, shouts out to you. If you see this, like I said, y'all guys go subscribe to Mad Mike Sports. It's just a little family banter. And that's my brother. You know what I mean? But when he had said that we didn't know our identity, which was crazy, and I told him when I was on the show, what you mean? Everybody know our identity. Our identity is what? When you think about Falcons, what do? We run the ball. That's our identity.
Yeah.
We just got away from that. That's why we started losing those games. But as soon as we had the bye week, coming back playing the Saints at home, Desmond Ridder got benched before that, then came back, was a starter again. He played good except for the 2 turnovers. Like I said, the 2 interceptions. He's got to cut that out. If he can cut that out, defense is top 10, still playing lights out. Get some pass rushes in this offseason, put us over the top. This team is going to be very dangerous because we just stick to the run, do what we're supposed to do. We play physical. Not every team can run the ball like we can. We're I think, 3rd in the league at running the ball. And we had 258 yards rushing total, I think, this past week. So we do that. It ain't too many teams that can beat us. And If the playoffs started today, we would play Dallas in the playoffs.
The only thing I'm gonna put a little 2 cents on y'all team, okay? This is my 2
Go ahead.
cents. Guys, what I see what's real wrong with the Falcons, they got an identity crisis. They don't know which halfback to run. Now, this is real. Every time y'all put Robinson in there, y'all guys, the momentum picks up. But y'all take him out, put your other guy in there, it struggles.
It's not true.
That's my 2 cents now. Let me. You can go ahead and rebuttal when I say it. But
Can I
I'm telling y'all,
rebut?
I'm telling you right now, when you put Robinson in there, it's a different running game. Now, I know y'all don't want to bleed it. And then the other thing y'all got a problem with, y'all don't know what to do with Patterson. You need to put that guy up on that line and let him go down that field and catch that ball. That's just what I would do. I could be
Let
wrong.
me-
Well, hold on, Ron, before you go into
I could be
before
wrong,
Before you
though.
go into that, that's not true at all.
Okay, this is my 2 cents.
I know, but you're wrong.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Okay.
But
I love you.
but you're wrong. That's not necessarily the case half of the time, because sometimes when Tyler Algier gets in there, he runs better than Bijan do when he gets in. And sometimes when Cordell gets in, he runs better than the other two. So that's not a case of that. It's the case of running the ball consistently and switching it up and letting them share the carries and wearing the defense out. That way the defense can adjust to whichever running back is in. Because when one gets tired, the other one come in. That one gets tired, the other one come in. That's why we had the best trio of running backs on any team in the whole league. We got Bijan Robinson, we got Tyler Algier, and we got Cordell Patterson. Those three are the best trio on a team at running backs in the whole league. Nobody's stopping us. If we just stick to the run, nobody is stopping us. We too physical. You put Bijan in, flex him out, let him go out for pass as a receiver. They have to cover that. You bring in Tyler Algier, which is our Jamal Anderson. Bruiser, strong, fast, run right up through the middle, punish you. Then you bring Cordell in, they can do the same things Bijan can do, but he's a bruiser also. Wear the defense out. And eventually, by the third quarter, they're gassed. Next thing you know, we breaking long runs because they can't stop because they're tired. We are running the running backs right when we do run the ball because they're sharing the carries, sharing the load, and distributing the ball out evenly as it should be. When you got three running backs, that's that dominant.
I'm going to get back to you.
I would.
This is Ron. This is what I see.
Ron been waiting. Ron been waiting real quick. Go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
I would say this: if you just seen the beat down we put on the Saints, I don't gotta say nothing else.
That's good.
That's one of the teams you had to beat.
Well, I mean, say,
no, I got the ball. I got the ball. That's one of the teams.
Say what you mean by.
That's what I'm getting ready to say.
Explain that, Ron. Like, what happened? What did you see as far as running the ball?
Oh, we ran the ball all over there. Bijan, Cordell Patterson, and our other running back. If you cannot stop the run, then you don't need to face us.
So this is what I'm saying right now. The reason I say that I think you guys making a big mistake. You need to put Robinson in and let him get used to running. Because by this time next year, if this guy ain't getting many carries, a guy like him, he's special. I know you don't bleed it. I know you Falcon fans, they're gonna bleed it. A guy like him is kind of like Zeke. The more you let him touch that ball, the better you're gonna be. He ain't getting a lot of carry. All I'm telling y'all, killing yourself slowly because let that guy in, let him get used to running. When that guy was in college, that's what he did. Now, y'all don't get much run because you got three guys. You want to play around with three guys. But you put that guy in and let him start, let him run more. Your guys be about a better team. That's all I'm saying. This is what I see.
Now you have to share the carries because all the running backs are good.
I say put him in and let him run more.
You can't put too much of a load on Bijan because he gets gassed too. He gets tired. And he's a rookie. Keep that in mind.
He ain't like Zeke then.
Go ahead, Ron. You was going to say something?
So you have to spread that out and keep all our running backs fresh. That helps also to keep our running backs from getting injured too. That's smart. You don't put all the pounding on one guy when you got two other running backs that's capable.
All I was telling you is let him start. Let him do more running.
He is starting.
Now, but he wasn't at
He's
first.
been starting, Dad.
And then you talked about it. Wow.
Dad, he's been starting.
Okay. I ain't see that. First four
That's
games.
You don't watch Falcons like I do.
Man, you watch them all the time.
Don't you think I should know
No. We been watching. No.
Pops,
I think I should know my guys, bro.
Pops, I know I say what you tell everybody. Oh, you just a hater, Pops.
Exactly.
No. I love the Falcons.
See, if I say that,
No. Wait a minute. Right there, I'm gonna get you straight on that. I told you from the beginning, I love my Falcons now.
Well, you're a hater,
but I'm a Cowboy fan.
Well, you're a hater when they come to the running backs. You're a hater.
No, I'm not. I'm a lover of BJ. I'm just a fan of BJ. I see that guy's talent.
You're a hater of Cordell and Tyler
Let,
Algier.
let me do this. No, those guys is good. What you talking about?
Can't tell.
When you say a hater, that means I'll be talking bad about him. I ain't said not one thing bad.
You're a hater.
I said Robinson needs to have more carries.
Pop, you're a hater.
Before it's over with, somebody gonna say it. Somebody say it.
Back up a little bit.
But I'm not no hater of Cowboys.
You're a hater.
I'm not
Pop.
no hater of
No, I'm gonna do you like you do
Travis
us.
know better than
No, I'm gonna do
that.
you like you do us. You're a hater.
Okay.
Now you see, it don't feel good, right?
No, y'all be talking bad about Cowboys. I'm not talking bad about the Falcons.
So if we say a fact about the Cowboys is talking bad about them,
But you're always speaking of bad things.
saying the Eagles is a better team, that's a fact.
No, that ain't what I'm talking about. No team, they ain't a better team.
Yes, they are.
Put those two quarterbacks together and wear them out.
What's the Eagles record, Ryan?
They beat about
I
in the
think
game.
what 10-1.
Ain't they 10-1?
And what's our record?
And y'all what 9-3?
Yeah, they beat us by a game.
So that means their record.
they
That means
beat us
they're
by a
better.
game, Travis.
So does that mean they're better? Or
Beating
not?
y'all by 2
That means
games.
they got more. What it means? It don't mean they better. Mean they got more wins.
Does it mean they're better?
No, it doesn't mean they better.
Yes, it
My
does.
son Patrick said a little while ago, you can beat a team 2 or 3 times. That's still gonna make them better.
Patrick, what does that mean?
But Patrick's gonna go against what he said. Now that's what he said a while ago.
First of all, I didn't say that.
Oh yes, you did. You said you beat
What
the
I
Ravens.
said is,
for
I
correcting
said
that.
is we swept the Ravens and beat them twice, but does that necessarily make us a better team than them overall?
That's what I just said.
Not necessarily.
Thank you for making my argument.
But that has nothing to do with the fact that the Ravens have a better record. They are a better team than us this year. They have a
are.
better standing.
They are.
There's okay, their overall stats are better. Dak's stats in terms of
Oh man,
Dak's stats in terms of quarterback play might be better than Jalen Hurts, but
Might
overall,
be.
as a team, it's a hypothetical statement. We know it is, but as a team, across the board, it's arguable. I hadn't looked into the stats the last few weeks, but
I know you have.
Eagles overall team stats might be better than Dallas's. It's
not.
pretty
It's
close.
not. It's not.
It's pretty close.
Want
So
me
with
to tell you
that
what they
being
are?
so with that being said,
I don't even know.
again, y'all have went head to head this season. Who won that game? And I'm not asking for an answer. I'm just saying hypothetically.
No, I'm not
The Eagles won that game. What y'all do with other teams outside y'all's head-to-head competition, this can happen, that can happen, go either way. But when y'all played each other, the Eagles came out on top, and they have a better record. So they are a better team. At the end of the day, the league says they're a better team.
The league ain't
All-
quite saying
all-
that. The
all-
league ain't quite saying that, bro.
Analysts, commentators, all their constituents, they say that Eagles are a better team.
No, some of them ain't saying that.
We swept the Ravens, but guess what? The league says that the Ravens are a better team. So, I mean, what are we arguing about here?
Stats.
If we're arguing stats, Dak has better stats than Jalen.
We're going by stats and what the media is saying. A
If
lot of
we-
them saying that Jalen Hurts is that team is not better than Dallas. Some of them say Dallas is better.
Even if you have people that say that they feel like Dallas is better, guess what?
They're professional people.
The record, if you are a numbers guy like you say you are,
I am.
and you go by numbers,
I do.
guess what?
They got more wins.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all, Pappy.
There
That's
you
all.
go. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, Dak can have twice as many stats in every category than Jalen Hurts. But if Jalen Hurts makes it to the Super Bowl and maybe even wins it, and Dallas is at home on the couch, guess what?
Wait till next week.
Those stats don't mean diddly squat when it comes to winning a championship.
Okay.
End of
till next
story.
week.
And I hate to break it to you.
Wait till next week.
And I don't know why this is such a hard thing and why it's an argument.
Because I see the future.
Man, let me see this ball.
Did he say he sees the
Yes,
future?
he said that.
Yeah, I said
But what I'm saying is,
Please
this.
address that.
I'm not addressing.
Come on, Trap.
Listen.
Do it for me.
I can dress it myself. I don't need no help.
Well,
Do it for
he
me.
said he gonna address it. He gonna address it. But what I'm saying is this. Listen, the Steelers. You say y'all swept the Ravens, right?
Yeah.
So they got the Ravens number. You can say that.
Yeah. Because the
But,
last couple of years we've done pretty good.
but
against
who's
them.
the better overall team? It's the
The
Ravens.
Ravens? As
now-
a Steelers fan, I admit
Now,
that.
if the Steelers get matched up against the Ravens in the playoffs and they play again, odds are Steelers gonna win that game, which would be a great matchup for them because they already swept them.
They got
That means they got their number this year.
this year, momentum this year.
But overall, the Ravens is a better team.
I agree.
But Steelers might just have their number this year. Don't mean they're gonna have Chiefs number or anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
And it don't mean we'll have the Ravens
So-
number next year.
Right.
It's just
It's just one of those things, man. And like the late Dennis Green said, you are what the record says you are.
Exactly. I agree. I agree.
Period. And whatever your record says you are, that's what you are.
I agree.
So if the Eagles are better than Dallas record-wise,
They say
they're
they
better.
Can I This is what the record says. Watch the y'all. I got the ball. Club.
Yeah.
Now go back and look at the numbers. This is what the numbers in media are saying. The Eagles got more wins, which is 1. But Dallas is the highest scoring team in the NFL. See, this is what Patrick don't know, y'all. They're the highest scoring team in the NFL, for one thing. Number 1. This is what I'm saying. When you got a team that can score more than you in a shootout, who you think gonna win?
The Eagles won.
Wait, no. This being straight now. We're talking about now. If you go up against a guy that can outscore you, you fooling yourself if you think all of a sudden you go outscore him.
But they did.
But the ball, see, you go this year because I got
But
the
my
ball.
point is, this is
I got the ball, buddy. You know what? Go ahead on. That's hate. What I'm saying.
This is a futile argument. You arguing against a team that y'all lost to.
Okay. All right. Listen. This is a conversation in there too. Next topic.
Let's go to the next topic.
We're going into this too, and we can continue this with.
No, I'm done with it. I'm gonna let the preacher take
You
care
gotta
of
let
himself.
me say it though.
But we was talking.
Next topic, right?
Yeah. Next topic. Does who you play in the NFL make a difference when it comes to schedule? And should it matter? Should your schedule matter? And who you play, does that make a difference? Fellas, your thoughts.
Absolutely. If one team's competition overall is stiffer, more consistent, better overall than the next team's, then that team that should weigh more in favor of the team with the harder competition. That just goes without saying. And at the beginning of the season, all you can go off of is what their competition did last year, where they finished, and then maybe to a small extent off-season changes that their competition teams made. But as the season progresses, you definitely look at it, because that was a whole conversation about Dallas and beating winning teams. But now they beat Seattle, man, they definitely are seen as more legitimate. But yes, I think it plays a big part in it. That's part of the whole ranking system. You got two teams, they got the same record. They got the same division record. They've gone head to head and tied with each other. What's the next way to see who's best? It ain't stats, because there's got to be something more quantifying on paper in terms of teams versus teams and where they stand in division and in the conference. So you got to look at strength of schedule. I can't word it no better than that, I don't think.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you do have to look at strength of schedule, but at the same time, it's a double-edged sword.
Yes.
So I can see where Patrick's coming from, and I already know where Dad's going.
Yeah, stats can be misleading.
No, you don't know what I'm going to say.
And I can see where.
I'm
I'm finna give it to you right now.
going to put it to rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to you. But I can see where what Dad is saying too, where he's coming from. Listen, all these teams are professionals, regardless of what their record is.
Mm-hmm.
They get paid big bucks just like everybody else. They're all professionals, so they're all professional teams, and you can't help who's on your schedule. You got to take care of business when you got to take care of business, and then when you get to those playoff type teams, you got to beat them too. So you got to take care of business regardless of who on your schedule. You can't help who the schedule makers. They make your schedule. You don't make your own schedule. So you can only do what's in front of you. So that's it.
Read that comment real quick. Kevin Kraft said, I drop a lot of stats, but I always go eye test first. To me, stats is like the CNC Music Factory song from 1990s. They're just things that make it go,
Okay.
Don't do that.
The bottom line is this, guys. The NFL. Ron, I'm even throw this at you
I
because
was
you can
in
understand what.
I'm talking about the.
I was
Travis, what you say to me? I got the ball now.
Sorry, Pop.
See,
Go ahead.
I told you would do it too.
Patrick, stop you talking.
I done told you you would do it too.
I'm talking, Dad?
But I told you would do it
Okay,
too.
but why do you think I am though? Just call it out.
Because you're talking to Patrick.
Patrick is distracting me, bro.
Oh, of course. Okay.
I ain't do nothing.
But what he told me a little while ago, guys.
Run. I
Dad,
ain't
you're
did
talking.
nothing.
Dad, you're talking.
That's fact, but Patrick
Okay.
is talking to me.
But
That's-
anyway,
that's the only reason.
Let's
I'm
do
sorry.
this. Ron, have y'all ever noticed y'all schedule changes
I didn't
every?
make you talk.
Have y'all ever noticed y'all schedule who y'all play changes every season? Not that you can laugh at it, that is silly, but you didn't laugh at that because it's a fact. Everybody's schedule changes from season to season. You have and all of you play people is different every season. You might play so-and-so the first game with this season, but the next season you might play him last. The NFL directors, the writers, the arrangers, they put things together according to how you played that season pass. It's so much parity in the league. Just because you playing a team that ain't good, that don't mean that team not gonna beat you. No one can sit here and say, well, you lost the team, we can beat them. No, that's not necessary. Because here lately, this year, we've seen a lot of teams get beat by teams they should have never got beat by. This is happening. So when you say a team, you said that team ain't nobody to play. I wonder why some of these teams got beat by. Look at us, Cardinals. There's no way the Cardinals will beat them, but they beat us. That's that comparative in the league. No matter who you playing, that day you come to play them, you better bring your best P&Q, because you know what? That little team that you say ain't no good can beat you because they NFL players. So I'm going to put it to rest. In the NFL, since the beginning of time, no one never talked about who they were going to play. That stuff they started this year of Dallas. And the only reason they started that, they have to have some reason to hold us down.
What?
Just let me finish. I'm making sense if you listen. Think about last year. Not once did you hear anybody come up with, they ain't playing anybody. They just no, that never happened. Now, be honest, guys. Last year, you've never heard, other than Dallas. Last year, nobody never said, run. Atlanta Falcons ain't playing nobody. That's why, no, they never said that. But they will talk about y'all like they talk about Cowboys. I noticed that. Now, all I'm saying to you is the back here. Every time you got somebody to play on your schedule, you can't guarantee yourself you're going to beat that team. Because I've seen teams get beat this year that shouldn't have got beat. And you have to run. You've seen teams that y'all lost to. There's no way y'all should have lost to them. On paper, y'all was better. So all I'm telling y'all is now, all this stuff about Dallas ain't played nobody. The same people that Dallas beat bad, those teams went to beat good teams and beat them. So all I'm telling y'all is you need to stop this thing about. That's an excuse everybody got to try to hang a low fruit on somebody. Pause. All I'm telling y'all that you need to stop the mess about who you're playing. Because the NFL puts those schedules together. We got nothing to do with it. You got nothing to do with it. Well, what you better do, you better beat these teams, because every team you lose is going to have an effect on you in the playoff. So those little teams you're talking about ain't no good. If they beat you, that might be that very loss that might cost you from not going to the playoff. So every game do count. That's all I'm going to say. Every game count.
I agree with what you said. Patrick just making me laugh.
I know it's being silly, man.
I agree with you said everything you said though. But Patrick's silly, man. Here, man.
That stuff didn't start. That stuff didn't start in NFL to this year. They got mad because Dallas was beating everybody, and then they say they ain't playing nobody. But nobody said that 3 or 4 years ago. Nobody.
Hold on for a second.
No, because I know you finna go on a rant. Short and sweet.
Yeah, let's go to the next topic.
Now what Dan
Oh
was
no,
saying,
like you said, you don't get to just say something then walk off and then let's
Man,
change the subject.
I
Like you
just
said
said
earlier.
nobody got control who they play. That's true.
all right, everything you said.
Come on now.
I was just gonna say that everything you said, I absolutely agree with.
All that rant.
Everything?
Except for this one thing. People have been saying, well, they
No.
ain't played nobody for years, bro.
No,
it didn't just start
This is
this
the only
year.
time this year the stuff really started.
People been saying that for years.
All right.
They were saying it year before. Have we not been saying this for years?
Yeah.
Name one team,
And not
Dallas
only that-
Cowboys. They went over rant saying they ain't playing
They're
nobody.
not only that,
Name one team.
but you
man.
basically
So
Not
that's a
one
lie?
team, not
People
one-
been doing that every year.
But now, name one team that they've been saying they playing nobody. Besides Dallas
I'm
Cowboys.
just trying-
Everybody.
I'm just trying to get
You
clarification.
can't name it.
A lot
Can
of teams.
Can I get clarification on something, Pops, that you said?
Like if we win and go to the playoffs, we ain't playing nobody. They're gonna say that about us.
Look,
If they talk
All right.
about somebody, would be
All
they
right,
would
so-
be out of bounds. I agree
so-
with that.
I
That's
got.
what I'm saying.
I want clarification on something that you said, Pops. I just want to make sure I got clarification. When you said they ain't really say nothing about who they playing, who teams that they playing this year and they didn't start that until this year with Dallas.
Yeah.
Are you saying that the strength of schedule was not a thing until this year with Dallas? Or are you saying that they wasn't saying that about Dallas until this year?
You said all that. I didn't.
I'm trying
You're
to.
not tricking me to get into that mess. That's your way of thinking. I'm saying no, I didn't say that.
I'm asking you a
I'm
legitimate
saying
question.
no, I didn't.
What did you mean by
No,
that?
I tell you what I meant. I made it
No,
clear. I'm sorry you can understand.
what you said was ambiguous.
No,
and it
I've
could've meant-
already said. I ain't betting on that again, guys. I've already said what I felt.
Okay, I'm
I'm
gonna run
done
with it
with
then. I'm gonna run with
You're
it.
gonna have to.
So
'Cause
basically,
I'm not getting in that rant.
basically what Pops is saying is,
No. Don't say what you say.
well, then I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to get clarification from you.
But I made it
Gotta
clear.
give it to him. Or he gonna go
I made it clear a while ago. You didn't hear
You
me.
did not make it clear.
Since the beginning, I'll say it again. What ball that? Let me talk. Let me say it. Because I don't want to go out of line. Since the beginning of the NFL, and I want y'all to go back to it. Next week, I'll bring back some numbers to prove what I'm saying. Because I will do it.
So 1970.
Since the beginning of the NFL. Back in them days, things was different. And they'll say, well, you know, the way they set stuff up. But all the teams that won these Super Bowls, they play a lot of teams that you can say today that wasn't no good. And that's how they got ahead. but you didn't hear that. When the Eagles beat these little bitty team, you know what they say? Eagles beat them. You don't hear nothing about a little power game. When the San Francisco beat all these little teams, you don't hear none of that. When the San Francisco lost 3 games back to back, you know who beat them, right? They couldn't even talk about it. They never said nothing about the little team that beat them. Guys, it is conspiracy.
Yes, they
All
did.
I'm telling you,
They did.
I'm just telling y'all, it's different. It's different. But Dallas gonna beat whoever they put in front of them. They're gonna beat whoever put in front of them. And you can talk all you want about ain't no team. They ain't playing nobody. Dallas gonna beat whoever put in front of them. Like they said, the Seahawks would beat Dallas. You see what happened, then?
Okay, well, that remains to be seen. We'll see.
Well, guess what?
No, that happened. Last
Guess what? Travis and myself picked the Dallas Cowboys to win that game.
Whoopee.
So not everybody said that Seattle was going to win.
No, a lot of people did say
And
that
not
was a
only
trap game.
that, you said that week, that Saturday before y'all played the Eagles, Eagles ain't got nothing for y'all. Y'all going to beat the Eagles. I bet it's going to be about 30 points or 20. What did he say? For John, I remember.
Let me tell you what I said.
What about the Seahawks?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I said.
No, about the Eagles.
Let me tell you what I
The
said. I'm
Saturday
right
before
here.
they played the Eagles.
Bro,
Oh,
I'm
it said it's
right
gonna be
here.
about 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
I'm
That's what
right
it was
here.
about the Seattle. It said
Yeah,
it's gonna be
yeah,
about
yeah,
3
yeah.
touchdowns.
I'm
So that-
right here, guys.
Seattle almost got them.
Yeah.
I know, we know. Just saying.
Yeah, but so with that
Let
being
me
said,
say what I said. I'm right
so
here.
now that you're saying we're going to
Okay.
beat anybody that you put in front of us, how did that work out with the Eagles?
Want me to answer?
How did it work out with the Cardinals?
You don't want me to answer hypothetical. Okay.
How did it work out with the 49ers?
That's the first you can go. We ain't losing 3 games. That's all you can say. Say some more. Who lost? Who beat us? Nobody else did it? That's 3 games, bro. It worked out pretty good for us.
Next time.
It worked out
All
good for us.
right. Did you want to comment on that?
Just a little bit, guys. Just remember, Cowboys lost 3 games this year. That's it. You can call it what you want. We only lost 3 games. Cardinals, we gave that game. There's no way in the world we should have done, but we came that day. We was hurt, and we just wasn't in ourselves. We wasn't feeling ourselves. Okay, the San Francisco, we don't feel bad about them beating us because San Francisco one of the best teams out there. Eagles, they one of the best teams out there. So Dallas ain't got nothing to drop their head about because we got beat by the better teams out there. At that day, they was better than us. That's all. But we got our chance again.
And Brandon says, and Seattle and Donatello ain't real. Y'all know I've been saying this since the beginning. Laugh out loud. They said Geno Smith looks like Donatello.
He does. You're right, man. He does though.
Front running for no justified reason is just bad. But Brandon, I would disagree with you on this.
He do look like that though.
Seattle is the real deal. I don't. Think
Oh, yeah,
they're,
they the real
they're
deal.
not legit. They got a winning record. They had a winning record before they came into playing Dallas, and they almost beat Dallas. So
Yeah, Dallas struggled.
yeah, it's a tale of 2 powerhouse teams playing against each other. Somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. So because one loses, the other, that's just like if Dallas would have lost that game.
Oh,
You can't say they still not good because they both got winning record. Somebody got to win, somebody got to lose.
Yeah.
So just because you lose to another team that's got a winning record, don't mean you're bad either. It's just somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. They're 2 good teams. So I think Seattle's legit. I don't think they're a fraud.
for those of you that say we struggle,
You did
So-
struggle.
let me say, show me a game the Eagles played that they didn't struggle. All right, big dogs. Show me a game that the Eagles played they didn't struggle.
Please give me the football.
The Eagles struggled in a lot of
Please,
games.
Every game they played, they
And-
struggled. They
and-
barely won.
and could have lost a lot of those
Yeah.
games.
Please give me the
But-
Ain't
football.
nothing you can say about that. It's true.
But this is where the clutch gene comes.
They
in.
won. I know that.
Yeah.
They was clutch, and they,
That's
and they
exactly
won when they had to.
That's right.
That's what
Let
matters.
me say this before you do that.
Y'all fucking over the ball.
Hey, what Travis forgot to leave out? Go look at that Dallas and Eagles game. If they didn't have help that day, even my man was on here a while back said it. Dallas won that game, but the referee took that game. I know y'all keep thinking I'm crying. Look at the plays.
Let me see.
One from the referee, they wouldn't have won that game that day. They wouldn't have won now.
Like Brendan said, like the great Herm Edwards. Hello, you play to win the game.
Of course, but not the refs.
So with that being said, again, if the Eagles had not given y'all 75
They didn't give
yards
us anything.
worth of penalties on y'all's last drive, and then 30 yards, 40 yards of penalties on the drive after 75 on the second to last drive, and 30 or 40 yards of penalties on the
Bro, you
last
wrong.
drive,
Them numbers are wrong.
y'all would not have made it to the red zone to even be in the game.
They're wrong. The numbers you said is wrong.
So with that being said, yes, they were penalized as well.
Not really.
The other thing that we were talking about is another story for another day. And I acknowledge, Travis
Okay.
acknowledges that, yes, it was lopsided. However, still, after all of that, the Eagles gave y'all upwards of 70+ yards total y'all's last 2 drives to put y'all in the red zone.
I think,
And it was 1st and 5 on the 6-yard line. It's that clutch gene that Travis was talking about. Whether you struggle or not, the difference is Eagles fans aren't going around saying, we're going to beat this team by 3 touchdowns. We're going to beat this team by 20, 30 points. Dallas fans were saying that.
Yeah, we were, because we should have done that.
And you didn't. And you couldn't.
But anyway,
So with that being
Let's go to the
said,
side. I'm gonna leave it alone.
that's the difference.
But I was trying to tell Pops this. I said, be humble and don't be saying you're gonna beat teams by 3 or 4 touchdowns, because this is not Madden. This is real life. That's not happening.
the reason I was going on
these
numbers.
These
Yes.
are good teams.
That's hard. And I'm gonna throw up
And
this
you're playing against teams like Seattle and Eagles, talking about you're gonna beat them by 3 touchdowns. That's not happening. They got a good team. They are well
I
coached.
think my brother Steve said it back. We should have beat by
Pops,
3
I got the
touchdowns.
ball. I got the ball.
Yeah, you talk all you want now.
They are well coached teams, man. Seattle
Not
and the
that bad.
Eagles are a good team.
Very
They're
disciplined,
well
yeah.
coached. They're disciplined.
Yeah.
They got good offenses, good defenses, good special teams. They're complete teams all the way around the board. You're not going to beat those teams by no 3 and 4 touchdowns. It's not happening.
Yeah.
You'd be lucky to get out of there with a win.
I'll say this. Brandon had a comment that says, agree with Dallas, or you by law or a hater. The almighty narrative.
All right. Y'all got anything else to say on this
I
topic?
ain't
before we
got
go to
nothing
the
to
next one?
say. I'm gonna let the future take care of itself.
All right, next topic. Von Miller versus Josh Giddey. The media coverage. Is it fair?
Let Ron go first.
Ron, what you think on this? Now we finna get into
Do
it.
you understand what we're asking first?
You understand?
Yes. I think it's real fair. Both of them did something that they do not need to be doing. If you want to break it down like that,
I don't think you understand.
Okay, got the finna get in detail now.
You gotta
Break it
fix
down
that,
to
man,
us.
because I don't think you
Can,
understand.
I rebut that real quick? Not rebut it.
No, let him finish. He ain't finished yet. Don't do that.
No,
Let
he
him finish.
had a long
Von
pause.
Miller,
No, he ain't finished.
I'm not finished, Patrick.
Yeah.
AKA
My
Bobby
bad.
Brown.
My bad.
Von Miller needs to keep his hands to himself. Don't
Turn
hit
that music down. It's loud, man.
It's a different thing. So, how's that music,
It's
Ron?
loud.
Turn it down, please.
If we can hear it, they can hear it. So yeah. But when you say he should keep his hands to
That's
himself,
good right there, Pastor.
is there any facts that say he did that though? That's my thing.
That's real good.
This the 3rd time he doing it.
Third time.
Right. But is there any facts on this case that say
No.
he put his hands up? Okay.
No,
So
Not yet. Not yet.
not yet.
until the facts come out, my point is until the facts come out, the media shouldn't be all over this like this man is guilty.
Exactly.
Right,
When there's no facts out. It's the same thing with Jonathan Majors with Disney and
right.
his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely X now.
Yeah, until the facts come out, you don't treat somebody like they're a criminal until the facts actually come out.
Andrews
Right.
and Stephen.
Now, with the point I'm making is with Josh Giddey. Now he supposedly was with an underage girl at 16. But how the NBA is handling it is different from the NFL. They're not
Right.
talking about it. The team is quiet about it. The owner is quiet about it.
Mhm.
Even Josh is quiet about it. He just says no comment until
Right.
they do their investigation, which the NFL should do. They need to take note from the NBA on that.
Right.
Instead of, but the media, Stephen A. Smith, Molly Crum,
Andre, Andrew,
uh,
and the woman now.
uh,
Andrews.
Malika Andrews, that is throwing me off.
I'm gonna give you the words,
Yeah.
the name.
Yeah, but I had it, man. I got it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Malika Andrews, it's a witch hunt for Von Miller. Now, I'm not saying that he's innocent. I'm not saying he's guilty. But what I'm saying is, let's reserve the right to see what happens until all the facts come out.
Right.
So, but they're talking about this man and putting him down like he's just guilty, and you know how the females get a hold to this on there. They going crazy with, oh, you should never, like
Right.
Molly Crum said, you should never put your hand on a pregnant lady. Then rolling her eyes, and I'm like, you do realize you're on TV. We can see you, right?
But
Like she's really touched by that.
I finna say this.
And I think it's crazy.
One, how did it get to that point? Did the female put her hands on him?
I don't know. That's why they do the investigation. That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Nobody's not talking about that. I seen a lot of females put their hands on dudes.
Why would you do
Then when
that?
dudes put their hands on females, that won't call the law. Should nobody put their hands on nobody?
Right, that's true.
You see
I
what I'm
agree.
saying? If a female put their hands on dudes, and some dudes don't know no better, they will knock the out a female. We've seen that happen many times.
Right.
Yes
that's
or
true.
no?
But my 2 cents on that, a man should never do that. A
Right,
real man should never do that.
right.
Hit a female should never do that.
You right, Pops. I with
Now
you.
it's a different story holding them
Now,
and trying to keep them from hitting.
yeah,
that's a
now,
different
now,
story.
now, if one of them
But
is coming
actually
at you,
hitting them,
yeah,
no.
if one of them's coming at you with a knife and it's life or death, you
Oh,
got
we're
to
not
defend
talking
yourself.
about a knife.
Well,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. Then it changes. You have to do what you
It
got to do to
changes.
defend
But
yourself.
see, that's
Change,
self-defense.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Female or no female.
I will say this though.
It is what it
I will
is.
say this, and here's my disclaimer.
You don't
before I say
want to. You don't want to put your hand on no female, no. But if you got to defend your life, you got to do what you
Oh,
got to
that's
Yeah.
a different. That's a
it.
different.
But I will
topic.
say
That's what I'm saying.
this.
You said don't ever put your hand on.
No, I said he
female.
should never.
That's what I'm
I
But
saying.
will
we
say-
weren't talking about that.
I will
In
That
say-
certain cases, though,
I will
you might have to.
I will say this.
ain't-
And first of all, here's my disclaimer. The way that me and Travis were brought up by Pops, under no circumstance, unless it's a dire exigent circumstance type situation, you're trying to put hands on a female. However, if a female, that's my disclaimer. So I'm not saying this is right, but at the same time, nobody should have to be subject to anybody putting their hands on them, male or female.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, if a woman puts herself in the place of what a man would typically do and try to fight another man physically and starts trying to pummel him or hit him, if that man hits her back and defends himself or does what he has to do to not get struck anymore, I am not saying that's wrong either. And I'm not going to sit here and say he shouldn't have done that because she put herself in that place by assaulting him. Nobody should assault anybody without reason.
Right.
So no man should lay his hands on his woman, without defending himself for no reason. And a woman, because she's getting mad and they're arguing, should say, well, just because I'm a woman, I can get away with this by slapping this guy in the face or punching him or something like
Right.
that. And I think women, I'm saying this very carefully. There are different types of people, male and female, and there are some females have been spoiled because of tradition in terms of if I get mad and I just swing on this guy and hit him and punch him in the face and try to pummel him and assault him, I can get away with it. He's not going to do anything to me back. Or he's not going to defend himself. And I
They
think
use
that
it to their
time-
advantage.
times are changing. And I think that we should resort back to nobody assaulting anybody
Right.
unless somebody has got some issue and they've gone off their rocker and somebody has to defend themselves.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Ron.
I would say that if a female get you that mad, then you don't need to be with her in the
Right.
first place.
Just leave. Yeah. Walk away.
Just leave.
True. Like I say, I've been there, so I know.
I've been there. I've been there many a times.
And it's crazy what people say what they won't do until you're in that situation.
Right.
It changes. Yeah. So it's crazy.
If a female get you that mad, you got to put your hands on her. Just leave. Leave.
And also, I will say, see, the narrative is crazy with the media because with Josh Giddey, they didn't push that narrative out there on ESPN like that. They was trying to say, wait till all the facts come out and all this. But Vaughn, they on his throat with it. You feel what I'm saying? And I understand it might not be his first time or whatever. Maybe that's why. But still, if it's an investigation going on, you got to treat it as such.
But But Mika Andrews been doing this for a long time.
That's what she
She been
does.
talking bad about a lot of black
Black
people.
men.
That's true. That's true.
I
let me-
said it on Talk Your Ish.
Well, let
She
me say
did
this.
it.
You're right. You're right. Go ahead. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead.
She did it with the basketball player that did not do nothing, that got drafted by the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
talking, excuse my French, a lot of shit about him, and he was not even
Guilty.
about
Yeah.
him. It was his roommate, the one that got in trouble.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I look at, if you gonna put that out there like that, know what you talking about before you put it out there.
Mhm.
Because you could have messed up that person's basketball career, football career, all that. The people listen to what they be saying on TV and they take that serious.
Let me say this, guys. Now we're gonna get a little serious about it. I'm gonna go back to the root and to the core of the word of God. Now I have to, guys. I've heard, Travis. I heard a lot of guys making excuses. Well, if they get out of their place and they hit me, or if they come at me, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. It takes a real weak man to sit there and blow for a woman. This is me speaking. I taught my boys, don't you ever raise your hand to a woman. Let me tell you, now when they get older, they can go their own way. But the reason I taught them that, because my daddy before him taught them. Let me tell you why you don't do that. The Bible says a man supposed to love his woman like God loves the church. Now we're gonna be real here. You said, well, if you can't get along, why didn't the Bible also speak about that? You can't get along, one, you're right. But if you get to the point where a woman gets you so mad you have to go off on her like that, that's already inside you. It's already inside you. No, wait, let me finish. Just let me
I
finish.
disagree.
You gotta let me finish, okay? Then you can rebuttal.
I disagree.
Let me explain to you why it sits inside you. There's two things that for sure gonna happen. When someone starts saying something and to piss you off, if you're not into what they're doing, you know what you're gonna do? I don't want to hear that. You'll leave. That's just what a real man to do. I'm not listening to more of that. Now, say you go to leave and someone jump you. She jump on you, go to swinging at you. See, there's when you have to defend yourself.
Exactly.
Now, wait a minute. Then defend yourself to do no more than you have to and do just as less as you need to. You see what I mean?
Exactly.
Now, reason I say you shouldn't hit a woman, if she's done something that bad or you've done something that bad, if you know you're wrong, a lot of guys was wrong and they still jumped on their woman, messing around or whatever. They was wrong and they still done it. But when a woman standing in front of you and you don't have something in you, you're a little tipsy, or she's a little tipsy, and you sat there going with her blow to blow, fist and all, we'll build stronger. We'll build more solid than a woman. So, but you come out and you walk out, we walk out and we think we done something because we beat that woman down. I'm gonna tell you something. But that average man that do that wouldn't do that with another man. I ain't gonna say no more. The average man that jump on a woman, they wouldn't do that with the average man. I've seen it.
Touchdown.
I am a self-defense instructor. I've seen this.
Well, none of us
Oh yeah, I done been in that
has
situation.
done that.
No,
Go
y'all
blow
have,
for a
no.
blow with a woman.
But
Nobody
you know
does
that men to do that. every day.
We just talking about defending yourself if you have to.
Oh,
I just don't agree with that.
I seen a lot of females, they make it so a man cannot leave the house.
You always got a choice.
Wait a minute. Pop, I seen this.
I have to.
He block the door
I've seen
so
that.
he cannot go nowhere.
I've seen that.
So I'm not saying it's right though, it's not.
And you got to put your hands on them a little bit to move them out the way.
Right.
If you're trying to
Then
leave.
they will call the law saying, oh, he put
Right.
his hands on me.
That's called a setup.
Right.
Now that's a different story we talking about there. We didn't talk about setting up. We talking about physically going at a woman. That's what we talking about.
But what I'm saying, Pops, some of these females out here with do shady stuff like that.
Well, you know she like that while you whip her.
Love is blind.
No, man, no, love ain't. Love ain't blind. Lust steals. Lust steals.
You do get caught up.
Lust is blind.
Wait a minute. Pops, I've been there.
Like I haven't. Like I
I
haven't.
think we've all been there.
No, I'm not saying that, Pops.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I saying from what I've been through.
I know it's all about how you brought up and what situation you brought up in.
Right.
You got a real hardcore daddy.
It don't matter how you brought up.
Oh
though,
yes, it
sometimes because
does. Oh
sometimes
yes, it does.
things happen so quickly you
Man.
don't have time to think. You just react.
I don't.
Well, let me tell you about my daddy.
I don't
My
think-
daddy made it clear to us, y'all. He told us not to hit a woman. You know what he told us at the end of that? And if you do not find out, I brought you in and I'm gonna take you out. He would done it. Now see, it's depending on your daddy.
Different times.
It's a different. I know that.
I
I'm
don't.
saying it's about how you were brought up. I'm telling you how I was brought up. My daddy was a hardcore. He was old fashioned, and he didn't believe in hitting a woman. He just didn't, guys.
Yeah,
And he taught us that.
but
So now, y'all daddies might have been a little different. That might not have been that hardcore. But it's all about how you were brought up in your
I
beliefs.
will say this:
I'm telling you, he was serious about that.
both of y'all are speaking from personal experience.
You just don't get it
So,
wrong, guys. Just don't get it.
With so just like if someone can't disregard or push aside our personal experience, the way we were brought up, we can't push aside and disregard Ron's personal experience.
No, we're
Because
not doing
to
that.
say, well, I'm just saying Ron said that he's been there, and that
and I have too.
sometimes
And
you
you know I have.
yeah,
too.
and
And Ron,
sometimes
do you agree? A lot of times you
Hold
got to
on.
do it the way you
Pops,
brought
I got
up.
the ball, Pops. Hold on a second.
But neither one of them-
Hold on for
neither one ain't got
hold
the
on for a
ball.
second. So sometimes we, like in the words of Keisha Cole, sometimes you can't help who you love. I mean, you know what I mean? If you
Right.
with somebody,
That's sis, man.
that they may not even be that volatile of a situation in the beginning. You fall in love with somebody, you have
Right.
history with them, you have time with them.
People
Some things
change.
happen along the way. It becomes volatile. You can't just turn those emotions off.
But it's called build up.
But my point is, sometimes
You both build that situation up to that point.
and sometimes it's not lust. It's just you just love somebody, and it's hard to turn those emotions off, and it's hard to walk away. And then some females make it hard to walk away too. And what Ron was saying too is I've seen plenty of situations where the woman is draped all over the guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, won't let him leave. Like, you know what I mean?
I've seen that too.
Sometimes they're able to manage to halfway tackle the guy, and
Right.
he's trying to struggle to get back up to his feet to leave. Sometimes there's so many different type of situation. And if somebody says, I've been through this personally, like I literally love somebody in that same type of situation, it was hard for me not to go down that certain road. I mean, can't take that away from them.
We don't want
That's
to do
not
that.
it's not saying that and then it's not saying that person's parents didn't raise them the right way.
No, we're not saying that. Don't start.
And it's
that.
not it's also not saying that the person
No, I ain't say that. I didn't say. I said it's all about how you brought up and what you
That's
believe.
you're insinuating,
That ain't
though.
saying it's
No.
right. No,
well
that ain't.
But
that was insinuated.
No,
Yes,
it wasn't
it
situated.
definitely was.
Guys,
And then-
let me explain what I meant.
Well, hold on a second. The
But-
other
No,
thing,
you're not doing that. I
You know
didn't
what
say that.
insinuate mean, right?
The-
That's what you
the- the
insinuate.
No,
other
I
thing-
said exactly what it means.
here's the other
It wasn't
thing.
just saying you wasn't brought up right. I
Here's-
didn't say that. Y'all leave that.
Here's the other thing.
It's called insinuating. That's
No,
what you did.
that ain't insinuating.
Here's the other
y'all,
thing.
Y'all heard it. Y'all know.
Here's the other thing.
That ain't insinuating.
Just because somebody is in a situation
A lot of
and
young people hear
it's a
that.
volatile situation and something comes up to where those type of circumstances arise, it doesn't mean that was something that was in that person all along.
Exactly.
That was just brought out. Also, it's just like, and it's just different. You know, we're just going back and forth, bouncing conversation off of each other. It's just difference of opinion.
Life, man. Things happen.
But things happen.
Right.
We're human.
Uh,
You know. But I guess it gets back to the original point. I think that if both people mutually have a love and respect for each other to the best of their ability, and even with that, it's still sometimes human emotions take over. But I guess it gets back to the original point that I made. Nobody should be assaulting nobody,
right.
beating up on
that-
anybody.
That goes without saying.
You know,
Keep your
male or
hands-
female.
But guys,
Keep your hands to yourself.
And I
I
think,
say that.
and I
every-
think that, and I'm saying this somebody might come and say, "Oh, that's misogynistic or chauvinist," but sometimes women and guys. So let me put it this way: I'm gonna go both sides. That way, I'm not attacking one side or the other. Sometimes guys feel entitled that they can just run over a woman in a certain kind of way, not necessarily physically.
most of them do.
Not most of them.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of good guys
That's the
out
truth,
there
man. Come on.
that get a bad rap.
That's why they get the name
It's
dog.
not most of them. We can't say most guys.
Tell
Not,
the truth,
not
man.
most. Pop.
I've
And
been
then,
saying,
and then second of all,
That's a lot.
a lot of
You
women,
say most.
and
that's
then
a lot,
and then
bro.
sometimes,
The
and,
number says it. Now.
and then some men get
That's
entitled.
like 80% out of 100.
That's about right.
And then some men get entitled that just because they're the man that they can
65% is saying.
that they can put their hands on a woman. But on the other side, some women get entitled that they can do the same thing just because they're female, and
That's
they think
true. That's
that
true.
just because they're female,
Right.
they can do this and get
Yeah,
away
they
with it
can't be
because
touched
the
and
guy
all that.
can't. The guy's not supposed to touch him and lay a hand on him. But you assaulting this guy.
Right.
You know how many stories, not just stories like fibs, like lies, but how many different situations where guys suffer domestic violence from
Oh,
women
yes.
because
Yeah.
they're afraid that what people will think about them because their old ladies beat them up, or the cops come out, this and that, and they say, well, this domestic violence going on is probably the guy's fault. And then later on it comes out that
The female.
the female, like Gary Coleman is an example. May he rest in peace. What you talking about, Willis Arnold? The allegations came out, and for such a long time, his wife was, from what's come out, I'm just stating what was come out and documented. His wife was abusing him,
We don't want to talk about that.
and so he'd go on talk shows and stuff. They'd give him a hard time and make snide remarks, but come to find out, it was the other way around. So how many situations has it been where the women are actually abusing the guys? So it's a really tough situation, man.
But the word wasn't, do the guys get abused? That wasn't the question. The question was, do a man basically have a right to put his hands on a woman? That's what I was addressing.
If he's being assaulted, yes.
But I don't think so. Like I said, that's just you feel that way and I feel different. I was married for 41 years. We never had that problem. I never had that problem. Not the mess when I was going with a woman, when I was courting, when I was out there, young man. I never had that problem. So when a man say, well, sometimes you can't have, they ain't a situation that's gonna happen in your life that you don't have control of, that God will give you a chance to get out of. You'll get a sign. You'll get an insight of somebody acting ugly. Tell me right now, Ron. Before something happens to you, then you get a sign of the person acting a little bit weird. You say, oh, it's okay. Be honest. Did you not see that person acting a little bit weird, but you say it'll be okay?
We're downplaying the situation again.
No,
You
we
doing
ain't.
the same
Hey,
thing
let me
again.
ask this guy. I want to ask him. It's something he's seen. He didn't realize. Guys, the reason a lot of young men in the situation they is because they won't listen to guys like me. Every time something happens, you'll get a sign. A woman tell a woman to show out. She'll do something ugly at you, and you'll say, "Oh, it's okay." Then she'll do it again. You say, "You know what? Say you're sorry." She say, "I'm sorry," but see, it's gonna happen twice. Then the next time it'll be a little worse. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
So you let it build up to that point.
Right. But let me
But
say
I do
this,
agree with what you said a while ago.
let me say this, Pop, and this just from my own experience.
Yeah. Okay.
What I've been through.
Yeah.
I went through the same thing with my ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not the type of dude that put my hands on a female, and she knew that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she kept on coming at me, so I like, you know what? I need to go.
That's self-defense.
Right. She would not even let me out of the house.
But see,
Go
you tried
out
to
of the-
leave, though, right? You tried to leave. You
I
tried to
was
leave,
trying
though.
to leave.
See, I'm with you on that one. So that's why I say self-defense is different, sir.
That's
Right.
what we were saying.
I said
Right.
it's self-defense.
We were saying the same.
I was
That's what I
trying to
said a while ago.
leave.
That's the only time Ron, you heard me.
But
That's the only time that is allowable.
But
When
you
it's
said it.
self-defense.
You
That's
said
what we're
under,
talking
no,
about.
I
you
know
said
what I
under
said.
no circumstances is allowed.
But you
Exactly.
still
He said
shouldn't. I said
never.
under
He
no
said
circumstances. I
never.
said no circumstances you should hit a woman. I mean
He
that.
said never.
No, I said you never do that. If you got that mindset,
Sometimes you
let
can't.
me say this.
If
if you got a mindset that you're not gonna hit a woman no matter what, it'll be hardcore for you to press to do it. But if you got in your mind, if you make me, I will, you're gonna do it.
But it seems like a contradiction right now.
It ain't no
Pop.
contradiction.
He is contradicting himself.
But
Listen,
Definitely is.
I can put it this way right here. You can either be a good guy and watch yourself and try your best to stay out of that kind of situation, or you can be that guy that said, I had no choice.
All right.
It's two kind of guys.
That's right. Let's go to the comments real quick, guys, because this is a good topic of discussion, actually. So let's see. Let's back up a little bit. So Brandon says, okay, this is football related, I think. Bear with me, guys, because I'm trying to get to some comments pertaining to.
Well, I can say one. Chris said, name a compliment that Dak has accomplished. He didn't throw those interceptions anymore. That's a big
no, we're talking.
No, I'm talking to Chris. You're saying you're reading these, right?
I'm talking in reference to what we're talking about now with.
Oh, okay. I
the
thought
whole
you were going back to that.
domestic violence type thing.
Okay.
All right, so I hadn't had any comments on it so far that I can see. But it's a touchy situation, guys.
Yeah, it is. It's real good guys out here that have been put in those bad situations, bro. Like,
Yeah.
And most,
some of these females is crazy out here.
yeah,
bro.
I know they are, but most of the guys will tell you, I had chances to leave, but I didn't. Most of them will tell you that.
But
Don't
some
get
of
that
these
chance all the
females
time.
won't let you leave, though, Pops.
I agree with you on that one. But I'm just saying, but you seen how tough she was in the beginning when she got to that point. I know she showed you a sign that she could be ugly at times, right?
And even if
wait
you-
a minute, I'm asking him. Didn't you see that sign before it happened?
Yes.
That was you supposed to made the decision that I can't handle
even
it.
if you get,
You could have done that, you'd have never went through that problem.
and even if you get
Yeah.
a chance to leave, some of these females still put their hands.
No.
up. Why you leaving?
Before it got to that point, you could have left.
But there's other things that come into play. If you love somebody,
Yeah, if you stay around, it
if
will.
you love somebody, you're in love with somebody.
Guys, believe what
That
you want.
that is a strong, not only a strong bond between two people, but it's something that is hard to break from, and it's hard to sometimes it makes it easier to work through things. Sometimes it makes it hard to work through things. There have been many situations where you see red flags, and because you love somebody, you talk to them about it, they
Right.
change and they
Right.
improve and they get better.
That's my point.
And
right
so the hope is that the person you love that you're with gets better,
That you can work it out.
that
And
you can
that's-
work it out.
there. And that's
You're
why.
in love with
So
them.
y'all proving my point now.
But we made comments earlier in football about how do we know what's going to happen with certain teams
That's
in the
football.
future.
That's football. We're
Well,
talking about something totally
that's
different
that's a principle of life.
now. I don't-
It's not just it just don't deal with football. It's
I
with
separate
anything.
sports from life.
With
I
that being,
separate
you
that.
can't. The principle of that's why
Intimacy in sports.
that's
no.
why sports are
No,
so.
no. It's different.
You're arguing about something that you preach about yourself
Man,
sometimes.
listen.
Sports.
Sports
The,
ain't got nothing to do
the
with
principle of
intimacy, man.
sports is so helpful in life because you can draw from
I didn't say it wouldn't be helpful.
you can draw from life experiences in sports and vice versa. So with that being said, the same thing applies to life as it does in sports.
To a
How
point.
can you tell what's going to happen in the future? Not what has happened, but what's going to happen in the future with certain teams and certain games.
Oh,
you don't
we're
know
talking
yet.
about- what are we talking about?
So with that
Sports or
being
what?
said, how I'm correlating that with this is if you love somebody and they say, okay, you know what, you brought that to my attention, I'm gonna improve, we're gonna work through this. How do you know they're not?
Can I answer it?
So with that being said, hopefully the hope is the person you love, y'all gonna work through it, y'all gonna get through it, y'all gonna work it out, and he or she, whoever that is gonna get better. So again, it's not that easy. You see a red flag or two.
But you will see a sign if they're not
Even if
getting
you
better.
see a sign, that does not mean
Okay, what
that,
comes out
that it's
to
not
love
going to
then?
improve.
What comes out to love, guys?
So my
Obsessed.
He's got the ball.
so my point is, just because you see a sign or something doesn't mean there's been many thousands and millions of situations where you saw a sign multiple times and then the people changed. They got counseling, whatever needed to do, and they worked it out.
But you made that choice, though.
It's all choices.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying now. You
Now,
always have a
sometimes
choice.
choices are heavily influenced by emotions
Doesn't
and
matter, it's still a
circumstance.
choice.
But nonetheless, there's still choices. It's easy. It's easy for us. We've all made mistakes.
When you jump on a woman, that's a choice
Listen,
too.
we've all done things that we're not proud of. We've all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God.
But we're not talking about sin.
And when I say all
we're
of
talking
us,
about a woman.
hold on.
We're getting a lot of stuff
No,
mixed in.
What
We're
I'm
talking
saying,
about
what
physical contact
what
with a
I'm
woman.
saying, this is what I'm saying.
Y'all just getting this stuff on.
No, I'm just saying.
Let him speak on it. He
It's
preaches,
easier
bro.
for
Let
us.
him
he
preach.
preaching.
It's
That's two
easier
different
for us
things.
just
Preaching,
because we have not gone through a particular situation
Oh, I
in a
have.
certain way.
I went through the situation.
What I'm saying is just because we did not react to a certain situation in a certain manner doesn't mean that the other person that didn't react in the same way doesn't make them any less of a person.
Right,
It
right.
doesn't make them wrong, and it doesn't mean that.
ain't what we say it is.
And you know,
That ain't saying that.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. Mine wasn't as bad as other situations, but still, I've been with some crazy. So I know.
I've been with a few.
And I've walked away and still caught the bad end. So
Yeah, but you did the right thing though. I remember exactly what you said. But you took the high road and you walked away from that thing, even when you had to take abuse from it.
and I was fired up.
Yeah.
No.
And I look, he did what I told him. He had every right to hit her, but he didn't. And then caught the rest end of it.
I've got punched in the mouth
Yeah.
by a female before.
But let me say this too. I'm gonna go with my son. There's been times I've been smacked in public, real hard, twice.
No, I ain't talking about smack. I'm talking about closed fist
I'm
punch.
gonna say there have been times I've been hit, smacked twice in the face. There have been times I've been punched by a woman. There have been times I've been kicked. You know what I did? I backed off and said, "That's cool, but you won't do that no more. I'm gone." And I had them where they'll grab me and try to keep me from going. Guess what? There was a couple times I called the police. I'm a 5th-degree black belt. But I know the police gonna come, they're gonna be against me because I'm a man. That's why majority of the time they think it's the man, because majority of the time it is the man. Not all the time. But back in the day, that was a thing. Men was abusing a lot. I'm not saying that all the time, but most of the time back in the day it was like that. That's why the police always assume it's the man.
Like Mike Epps said, whoever gets to the phone first, the other one's going to jail.
That's true. That's true. Sometimes don't be scared. Go ahead and call the police. If they call on you, you gonna get the rest in.
Right.
And sometimes you still get the rest in for calling the police. They still will get you sometimes. I've seen that situation. Man, call the police for protect the police still get it.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's messed up, bro.
One gets to the
But brother, I
phone
understand
first,
your
the
situation.
other one's going
Right.
to jail.
When somebody jump on you and hold you and won't let you go,
Right.
it comes self-defense come in then. I'm with that.
That's true, though. Most of the
I
time.
mean,
I don't fault no man, but when a woman jump on you, go to beating you, and it get to the point where it hurting you, I don't fault no man for fighting back. I don't fault that. I even taught my sons that.
Right, had a busted lip,
Pops.
bloody teeth.
I did teach
like-
you, don't let nobody hurt you. You can say pops all you want to. You need to listen.
And the worst thing I did is turn to a WWF
Yeah.
in that room.
If someone's hurting you and trying to hurt you or kill you, you got to fight back. That's what I taught
One
myself.
body slam, that's it. And then I walked away.
And that once that I say let someone
You
kill
on video, bro? Come on.
Hey, that's what it is.
Hey,
It's
anyway,
the truth.
But
man,
anyway,
it's been a good topic of discussion, guys. And
go to the next one.
like I said, it's a very sensitive topic.
All right, now we're getting to the picks, guys. Time to get to the picks. All the topics are ran through. Hope y'all enjoyed the topic.
Anybody
Now it's
got
time
something to
for the
say about
picks.
any of that we said before we start? Some of them still talking about Dak. Don't worry. Dak gonna shut you up.
All right, time to get to the picks, guys.
Keep
Get to the
watching
picks.
them. Yeah, you can do all you want to. Just keep watching them. everybody in NFL that's been down on Dak, they changing their mind. You
All right.
will too.
Let's get to the picks, guys. Well, the Thursday night game was Seattle at the Cowboys.
That was
The
a good
Cowboys won.
That was a good game.
We all picked the Cowboys, so that's a victory for everybody. Next game, Broncos at the Texans. Pat, who you got?
Broncos have turned a corner. I think it just took time for Russell Wilson to start gelling with his receivers. The line's blocking better. The defense is coming up. I don't know what they're ranked, but I think they've come up in the rankings a little bit. They forced turnovers. Dude, Russell been balling out, and a lot of people. You got to remember also, Russell tore his lat. Was it last year, Ron? Guys,
Sean Robinson, what's going on, man?
what's going on, Sean? I think Russell.
What's up, Sean?
I think Russell tore his. He's laughing at me. I think Russell tore his lat last season, right?
A season ago. Not
Yeah.
last season. That was
I think it was
that
last
was
season.
a season ago.
He was having some trouble with his throwing arm, and then when he finally got an MRI done, he had tore his lat, so he had to miss a few games. So
I just thought Sean Payton told him, don't make me go get future. Don't make me go get future.
well, with that being said, I ain't gonna comment on that part. I will say this: my boy balling now. Maybe he did what he needed to do to get refocused.
Ain't nobody
That
doing
was
that.
a joke. Everybody.
I know. Don't make me go get future. Yeah, Sierra. I get it.
I mean, it's cool that they turned it around and everything. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody doing that.
Well, I'm saying Broncos because Broncos are balling right now. The way they playing now, they got momentum. They won 3 straight.
Oh, God.
It'll be interesting to see how what's the Texas quarterback's name? What's it?
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud
CJ
handles that really devastating loss last week,
But who you picking?
and then for Denver to come in with the
Well,
momentum
he
they have.
handled it just fine. The field goal kicker missed. Wasn't his job. He
Yeah,
got him in position to win.
But I'm saying that's still devastating. That's devastating the way that he
Yeah.
lost.
Now, who the quarterback for Texas?
So,
CJ Stroud.
CJ
I wanted him to know
but
what he's saying.
but Russell Wilson's looking like the Russell Wilson of old, and
I
I
told
think
you what Sean Payton said. Don't make me go get future now.
Okay, so who you got?
I got the Broncos.
Who you got?
It's
No,
your
who
turn.
you got? It's your turn.
What you
I
trying
got,
to do,
I got
man?
the Texans.
You see what Travis tried to do,
I
Ron?
thought I had said it. My bad.
No, you
I
didn't.
got the Texans, guys. Who you got?
I'm going with
You knew you hadn't said it yet.
I thought I did.
You
I
did
really
try to
did.
be slick.
I
I'm
really
going.
thought I did.
I'm going with that rookie. Yes, I am.
All right, Ron, who you got in there?
I got CJ Stroud.
Okay.
He's special too, y'all.
Sean Robinson said, "Man, this is my first time kicking it with y'all. I'm good."
Appreciate it.
That's
Appreciate
what's
it.
up, Sean.
Appreciate you on board with us, buddy.
We
By
come
the-
on every Saturday at 4:00 on Facebook and YouTube, man. And if you ain't went to subscribe to our channel, it's in the comment
Yeah.
section.
Patrick, put it up there.
At Pops,
Just
the
put it up
Henry
there.
Brothers,
Pop's gonna, Travis gonna put it
1997.
up. And not only
At
that,
Pops, the Henry
Yeah.
Brothers, 1997. Go subscribe.
and also
We should have it up
put,
on the
put up
screen.
in put up in the comments also,
it's
Trav.
in the comments. Go put it up
No,
there.
what I'm talking about the football group that we're part of, NFL Uncensored, NFL and CAL Uncensored.
Yeah.
And then another thing is Ron Thomas is CJ Stroud, not CJ Stroud. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Next.
The made
next
me
game.
look at you.
This is a good game here. This is gonna
Next
be a good game.
Game of the week.
It's
Game
not-
of the week.
Defense against offense.
Falcons
Travis is
at the
saying-
Jets.
Travis is saying game of the week because it's his Falcons.
Patrick, who
This is
you
gonna be a
got?
good game.
First of all,
Nah, this is gonna be a good game.
it's not the game of the week.
You don't
Game
think
of,
so?
Definitely game of the week. Who you got?
I got the Falcons. Y'all should win.
Falcons. I got the Falcons, of course. I think we're gonna do what we need to do. Jets got pretty damn good defense, but
Pretty
their
good.
offense is
Not just
lacking.
pretty good.
And I think we'll be able to run the ball on and wear their defense down, and be able to do it just enough to get the win.
I'm going with the Falcons call. This offense against that defense, yeah.
Ryan, who you got in that?
I got ATL.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's gonna be they should win this
Of
game.
course.
Should.
Next game, Lions at the Saints. That's who you got.
As much as I love the Lions and how disciplined they are, the Saints are kind of having a little resurgence. The defense is stepping up a little bit better. Derek Carr's playing pretty good. At home against the Lions who've been struggling and been losing some close games lately, I'm going with the Saints at home.
Sucks.
It's a hard game to pick, ain't it? I know. It's a hard game to pick.
I got the Lions.
You wonder why I'm picking the Saints?
Mine is blown.
The Saints have been winning. So me and Pops have reversed roles.
What?
Saints just got their ass whooped by us. What are you talking about?
It's y'all. Y'all the division rival.
Okay.
But
Who you got?
but my point is, you looking at me like you look at Pops, and Pops be winning all them games.
Well, the Lions right now, Patrick. You ain't been keeping up. I'm going with the Lions.
Ryan, who you got in that?
Okay.
I got the
They the
Lions
fourth
for
best team out there,
200.
you know.
All right. Next game, Cardinals at the Steelers.
Did you say Lions for 200?
Yeah.
Lions at,
I'll take the Lions for 200, Bob.
Cardinals
Yeah.
at the Steelers. Pep, who you got?
I'm rolling with black and yellow. My Steelers. We should beat the Cardinals at home. We got momentum, playing well on both sides of the ball.
You know Kyler Murray back,
We're
right?
protecting the ball. Okay. We do good against running quarterbacks. What did we do to Baltimore this year?
Pretty good.
So what are you trying to say? Short people got
Don't say
no
that.
reason to
No.
live. Is that what you're trying to say?
I hope he's saying.
No, man. See.
Uh,
No, what I'm saying is we typically do well against
That's not right, man.
high-powered running teams and then mobile quarterbacks. So we want the teams that do. So I'm going Steelers.
I'm going Steelers in this too. Although this has got trap game written all
And I'm
over
going
it.
with the Steelers. It's a trap game, but Steelers should take that.
Who you got,
I
Ryan?
don't think they could go down there and do like Cowboys did. Let it out. They think that.
I got to go with the Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers ain't gonna play that game. They gonna go down there. and
Oh, snap. Kevin Kraft just said 27-24. Crimson Tide wins. Alabama's quarterback,
Ooh.
Jalen Milroy, ran it down their throats on the last drive when they needed to stop. Lone Wolf, one time.
Let's
Wait,
hit it one
yeah.
time. Let's hit that lone wolf one time.
Damn it, Ron.
So with that being said, one of my clients,
What? They lost?
so I've been personal training clients, fitness wise, the last 3 years. Pops have been doing it for years and years. But my point is, my client and then the buddy of mine that runs the gym. By the way, shout out to A64 Legends Gym in Anderson, South Carolina. Good group of guys. Awesome group of guys, actually. I train my clients there. One of my clients is an Alabama fan, and one of the owners of the
Okay.
gym is a
Okay.
Georgia Bulldogs fan, and they've been talking mad smack the last 2 weeks. So when we go back in the gym Monday, it's gonna be interesting to see how
Well,
this plays out.
Georgia fans going to be real silent on the
Oh,
book.
yep, that's right.
But
Silent.
this Georgia
The gym
fan-
might be closed down Monday.
Wait a
No, I'm
minute.
just joking, Corey. If y'all see this, man,
We got to face them in the national championship.
if
And the same thing happened the last time. If anybody know the history of this
Yeah,
These
both.
two games.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, but both teams got to make it. First of all, you never know. Alabama might not make it. Georgia might not make it. You never know.
I got a feeling we gonna make it play.
Both of y'all should make it. I'm not saying I don't think y'all will. I'm just saying you never know, bro.
All right, next game. Chargers at the Patriots.
Got the Chargers.
Who?
Chargers.
Chargers
Okay,
and Patriots.
I got
A
the
tie.
Chargers.
It might be about a
I
tie.
got the
sure
Chargers also. Who you got?
I'm going with the Chargers, but I love Zeke though. Zeke, they put Zeke in on that goal line. He ain't lost yet from that.
And Ryan, you said tie?
I said a tie because both of them are terrible.
That's true.
That's the truth in that. But
Well, Justin Herbert is actually playing, having a pretty good season under the radar. They're not really talking about because the team is losing.
Yeah.
But
And
that's
they be
because
losing close games, too.
his receivers are dropping balls, and they're trying to blame Justin, but it's not Justin's fault. He's
Yeah.
getting in their hands. The receivers just got to step up. So Justin's been
And
playing lights out. But
speaking of that,
gotta get some better receivers, catch some balls.
Patrick, you and Travis. Speaking of that, did y'all see them balls Dak throwed in them boys' hands and they missed it?
What?
Oh, perfect. Dak Prescott was throwing a couple
Lord,
of curves
Emma.
in the boys' hands.
You know what I saw? Seattle had actually.
Sean
Se-
said I would have called Georgia, but the line failed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen,
And he says the Patriots, my guys, but
CeeDee Lamb said it was his bad though. He said it's my bad.
real quick,
2 passes was in
Pops,
his
you
hands.
have to admit that Seattle, their cornerbacks and their secondary did a really good job against y'all. the other day.
No.
There were a lot of broken.
One guy, Mudcap, and he did that against Bland. But my man 21 locked
I'm
this guy
talking
down.
about the opposite side of the ball.
That's
When
what I'm
y'all when
saying.
y'all have the ball, you talking about when y'all on defense.
No, I'm talking about when we're on
You
offense.
said
They don't get picked.
Metcalf.
Metcalf is the offense. I said that's the guy that was killing
hey
us
Ryan,
on
who won the
defense.
Washington and Oregon?
Forget about it.
All I'm
Washington,
saying
Oregon,
is
and they play again.
Huh?
Washington won that game
Oh,
today.
yeah. My boy.
You asking a question in the middle of the season when I'm talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. Michael Penix Jr. That's my boy right there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue. My
Boy,
bad.
you would have had a duck fit if I'd have done that.
No, I had tuned y'all out literally.
Okay, I got you.
My fault.
That's right. That's even
Yeah,
worse.
me too.
I'm sorry. I literally it's like I got you ever seen the movie Biker Boys? I got tunnel vision and I couldn't see nothing on the side.
You know that
Just
seemed
straight
worse,
in.
right? You know
My
that
bad,
seemed
man,
worse.
my bad. Go ahead.
My point is, I think the secondary for Seattle did really good against y'all. They broke up a lot of passes, almost intercepted a couple. So, again,
But one interception like to be. That's when the boy
I
comes up
didn't
in front
say
of
there
Dak.
was a lot of interceptions. I said
You
they
said
broke up a lot of
they
passes.
didn't break up in that pass that he broke all of that. You said, well, here it goes.
So,
Remember that?
so did you go Chargers?
Yeah.
All right, next game.
All right, next game, Miami at Redskins. What you got, Pep?
First of all, we're supposed to call them the Commanders.
If I'm gonna call
No.
them Redskins, I'm gonna call them
No,
You
Redskins.
need to start putting. You need to put commanders
We
down and stop
supposed to call
that
them-
I'm gonna call
Redskins.
them Redskins. I'm gonna call them Redskins.
We supposed to call them the Commodores.
Y'all
I'ma
ain't
call them
doing
Redskins.
right at all.
I'ma
right
call
here.
them
Commodores.
They got Lionel Richie and Locker.
Miami.
I got
now y'all
Miami.
got me messed up.
I got Miami.
I got Miami also.
But y'all, you know what? I got Miami, but
This is your chance to change it.
no, I'm not doing that. But them Commodores, y'all got me talking about Commodores. God dang it. Forget, man, I messed up. Now I can't even call they regular man. What's the name?
Just say Redskins, man.
No, I ain't saying the Redskins.
Commanders.
The Commanders.
Commanders.
Got me messed up, man.
But their mama call them Redskins, so I'm gonna call them Redskins. So
Got
who
me
you
messed up. But the Commanders.
Get it out, Pops. I
I'm
love you,
messed
though.
up.
I love you.
They got me messed up with these guys. But those guys, defense, guys, they can get anybody if you're not careful. Them Commanders defense, they got them 3 guys right there in the center of the field, and they got a couple. Dog,
Who you got, man?
I'm going Miami. I got to go with Hill, man.
That's
All
the
right.
question.
Right,
I said that a
who you
while
got?
ago. I said that a while ago.
Who you got, Ron?
But that's a trap game.
I got Miami.
I got to go with Hill, man. I
I
can't.
think everybody did pretty much. Next game, Colts at the Titans.
Uh-oh.
One of the hard games.
I'm gonna throw this comment up real quick. So Kevin Kraft said the Bulldogs, because it's all football. Bulldogs won 29 games in a row, right,
Yeah.
Ron?
Yeah.
And with this one loss, this is the one loss that could seriously, depending on how things play out, could knock them out of the playoff spot. And then
One loss.
one
God,
loss out of 29 games,
Think
man.
about that.
Ooh, it's interesting to see how it play out.
That's why it's a
Hey,
flaw
hey,
in the way they do it.
Yeah,
in
it
college.
is a flaw.
Well,
It's a
If
flaw
you
in
lose
that.
one
man.
and
But
that's
look-
not foul, that's stupid.
You know, they say they try to improve it over the last couple
Whoever
years,
win
but
that day, that's what they got.
but they
Whoever
still
win that
they
day.
they've tried to improve it last couple years. They say, but it still ain't right. And
It
plus,
ain't right, no.
they
Because
basically
Georgia's been the best team for the last.
this is what they
2,
need to
3
do.
2
years.
years, at least 2.
This is
two
what
years.
they need
Three
to do,
years, really.
in my opinion. they need to have. They need to divide it into two conferences like they do the NFL.
It would be nice, but
because you got the SEC,
yeah, I agree.
you got the NCAA. You got the SEC. You got the Pac-10. I'm sorry. Yeah, am I saying that right? Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Big Ten, and then you got the what's the
Big
other one? Not the
12.
SEC. What is it?
The Big 12.
The Big 12, and then what's the other one? Not the SEC, but the other one with the letters. ACC.
ACC.
ACC. Think about it, man. You got all, you know what I mean? Like, I get it that there are 4 areas, but my goodness, like, simplify it and then, like, do the ranking system better. All right. Sorry about that. Back to the picks.
Colts and Titans.
Colts and Titans.
I got Titans at home. Zach, not Zach. What's the quarterback's name for the Titans?
Will Levis.
Will Levis.
Will Levis.
Levis,
Okay.
yeah.
My mind's not working right tonight.
All right, I got the Colts in this one. So you got
I got Titans in that one.
Okay.
Ryan. Who you got?
Tennessee in that one.
Okay.
All right, next game: Panthers at the Bucks.
Lord,
I got Buccaneers, man.
I got the Bucks also.
It's hard to go against
and I got the Bucks too.
Bucks in this game. Panthers. If Panthers could win the way the season been
It's
going.
both our
The way it's
division-
going, they could win
These
now.
are both our divisional foes and rivals, Ryan. But you got to pick one. So who you got?
A tie.
He don't even want man.
So I'll take it. Bucks.
So you gonna okay. Got it. I was gonna say,
Uh,
even despite how bad the season has been for the Panthers and the Bucks have won a few games,
and
you still saying a tie?
A tie.
Okay. Well, next game, we forgot to talk about this too. I forgot to put this down as a topic. Joe Flacco is making his triumphant return as a starter for the Browns. What do y'all think about that?
He's training the starter. He's gonna be a
He's
starter.
going to be starting.
They're gonna be starting. They said.
Oh man, Joe Flacco's back in our division.
Yeah.
Yep, he's back.
He always been a
Flacco,
thorn.
man.
He been a thorn in
Flacco
y'all
again.
side. Yeah.
Not the most elegant.
I hope he don't catch fire.
I know, man.
It's like
Flacco's one of
playoffs,
those.
boy. He be killing it.
Flacco, one of those guys where and I think he's probably past his prime, of course.
You
but,
hoping he?
but Flacco's one of those guys where it's not the most elegant play style, not the prettiest release per se, not the most athletic. But dude, when that dude got on fire, man,
I know.
hated that dude when he was on.
And he with the Browns too. Oh
Wait a
man.
Did he touch y'all?
No. There have been a few games where he got the best of us pretty handily, but overall, we've gotten the best of Baltimore.
Once he
overall.
got it going when he was with Baltimore, he was beating everybody.
In the series, we've gotten the best of them because there were games where they wore towards us, but we had Big Ben.
That's
Big
one of them
Ben
guys
throw-
that get the playoff and all of a sudden.
Big
just
Ben be
don't-
throwing Big Ben's be throwing 60-yard bombs to AB
I feel
coming back
I
from
like
behind.
that pickup for them because he don't got to do that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. That's true.
They
All
got
they
the
just tell
Yeah.
him don't turn the ball over.
Yeah, just hand
Go
the ball
do-
off, play
yeah.
action, make little short passes.
Right,
Right,
mate.
just keep the chains moving. That's
The
it.
good
Right,
thing about it.
super Tom Brady.
Here's a good thing about it.
Run the ball, play defense.
I
Number
will
one
say
defense.
this.
8 new coming.
And this is not a knock on Flacco, but who did he go to play with when he got traded from the Ravens for about 6 weeks or something like that before he got benched or hurt or something?
I think the
Who, Flacco?
The Jets. Might have been the Jets. Yeah. Remember Flacco went to play with another team, and it was like you could tell he had lost a step a little bit, and he did okay.
Oh, yeah, he lost a step. You know that.
But-
Wait a minute, at that
but-
time,
It wasn't.
Jets-
It wasn't. Go ahead, Ron.
not really had nothing around Flacco.
I know, I get it, but
Yeah,
you know what I'm
Jets
trying.
had nothing at that time.
But you know what I'm trying to say. So with that
Right.
being said,
So it's hard to say.
it really
Did he
remains.
lose a step?
It remains to be seen.
And did
Which
Flacco go to the Colts too?
I don't
I
know,
can't remember, but
but it
I-
remains to be seen which Flacco we'll see. Will we see?
well, Cleveland got a pretty good team, so I think you'll see
Go
a
ahead,
pretty
guys.
good
Yeah.
Flacco.
Who knows? We'll see. But it'd be interesting to see how it plays out. Thanks for
But,
bringing that to my attention. The good thing about it also is we've already played Cleveland twice. We split a game with them, so
So who you got?
I'd had the Browns anyway, even when they had the other backup.
All right, I got the Browns. Pop, who you got?
I got the Browns, but I believe Rams gonna get them though. But I
Then
certainly
pick the Pops in the future.
let me go. Let me finish, man.
No,
I'm going with the Browns because they're a better team. But the Rams been coming on,
Okay, we'll
y'all.
change it.
No, I'm gonna leave it alone. But I think it's gonna be a trap
Okay,
game.
we'll change it.
No, I'm not changing it.
Ron, Sean, Kevin, Kevin, everybody out there listening. Pops is the guy, and I love Pops. He's my hero in life, and I'm not just saying that. Pops is the one that be like, I'm picking such and such, but I think the other team's gonna win. But well, you can change it. No, I'm not gonna change
I'm
it.
not
And then
changing that.
and then when the team that he picked didn't win, he'll come back and say, man, I knew I should have picked the other team.
Can I change it?
Yes.
Y'all don't mind if I
Change
change
it.
it?
You need to
I just gotta
change
feel
it.
about the Rams, man. I swear.
Okay.
I gotta change it.
Exit
All right.
out.
I'm gonna exit out.
Then
Some
circle
tell me
the
go
other
with the
team.
Rams.
Take a look at it, Trap.
Exit
No,
out.
I'm gonna
then
exit
circle the
out.
other team.
right? And go here, right?
All right.
Circle the other team.
All right.
I'm telling y'all,
It's on the podcast.
Rams
now.
gonna get that game. Y'all remember it's on the podcast. Rams gonna get that game.
The Rams at home, so they could have an advantage.
That's why I had to go with the Rams. Man, I'm telling you, it's something about them boys. It's scary, y'all. I'm telling you.
Well, who got the better defense?
I think
Oh,
Rams.
Browns the number one
Browns got
defense.
number one.
Brown is number one, but I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. It's something about the Rams, man.
And he's right though, because the Rams, they could be, because Flacco first,
Dog
first
horse,
start in
man.
a while, and the Rams could.
And they always seem to mess with Flacco.
We'll see.
Look over the past. Rams always seem to mess with Flacco. for some reason.
Next game, 49ers at the Eagles.
So Brandon, I'm going with the Rams,
Ooh, now
man.
this is the game of the week.
Yeah, game of the week for sure.
I'm going Eagles, man. You got to go. I got to go Eagles at home too. If it was on the road,
Eagles ain't beat 49ers yet. No,
This
it'd be
is a hard one,
it
they
would
ain't
be
beat 49ers
it
yet.
would be arguable.
but I'm going Eagles on this.
It would be arguable, more arguable. if
I'm
the
going
Eagles
with the
on road.
49ers because they ain't beat 49ers yet. 49ers would keep them
Of
out.
course, you're going 49ers.
But 49ers a better team.
It
Don't
can be
start, pops. Don't
Hey,
start.
that's my
argued. It can
item.
be
I'm sticking
argued.
with
It
it.
can be argued.
Argued. Have they beat the 49ers yet? No.
Who's got a better record?
Have they beat the 49ers yet? I'm asking.
Who's
See,
got
you
the
don't want
better
to
record?
answer.
I'm asking.
They hadn't played yet.
Who's got the better
They
record?
have played. Every time they played the 49ers
Have they
beat.
played this year?
Who's got the better
They
record?
will play next week.
Okay.
This weekend.
Dad,
All
who's
right.
got the better record?
Go ahead.
Who's got the better record?
Eagles got the best record,
Okay, so they're better.
but they haven't
Hey,
beat 49ers yet.
Okay, Ryan, who you got?
Like y'all tell us.
I got
Until
I
49ers
got to
prove
go
it.
with the Eagles.
49ers don't beat them every time they play them, dude.
Okay, well, they ain't played this year. So, all right, next game. Chiefs at the Packers. Pat, who you got?
I got the Chiefs.
Brandon said they beat the NFC. They beat the Niners in the NFC Championship game, Pops.
Oh yeah, I know the Rams did. We've been talking about the
Can I
Rams.
give a shout out real quick, guys?
We're talking about the Eagles, Brandon.
I want to give
That's what I'm
I
talking
want to
about.
give a shout out to Ethan Tweedy. I think this is his first time tuning in that I can remember.
Talk about the
welcome,
Eagles,
welcome
Brandon.
to the show.
Welcome to the show, Ethan.
What's
He a
up? What's
Bama
up?
Like I
fan,
said,
y'all.
Yeah, this is Pops and Henry Brothers podcast. Welcome. Like I said,
Tell me if we got lost.
our YouTube channel is down in the comments at Pops the Henry Brothers 1997. Go subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And Ryan, you said that's your boy?
I said he a Bama fan, so
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, man, continue to follow us, man. Subscribe, help support us, man. We're trying to get the channel, we're trying to build it up. So if you like what you see, man, go subscribe, man. Come back Saturdays at 4:00.
We
on
roll
Facebook
now.
and Raw.
Here you can talk. You can talk, brother.
YouTube.
We're wrong.
Every time I try to say something, Pops will say something, throw me off.
Did I throw y'all, man?
Yes.
Yes. Hey, my
I
bad.
was like Saturdays
My
on.
bad, man.
I was like Saturdays on Raw. Right when I got ready to say
Okay.
on YouTube, he said Raw, and I was like,
Do it
Raw.
again. Do it again, then I'll be quiet. Do it again.
Pop,
Do it again.
you threw me out a long time ago.
No, Ethan Tweedy, thanks for tuning in, Ethan. Without y'all, we don't have a podcast.
But the YouTube
You owe
channel
me. You
is-
got me. Okay. Ron, leave me alone. Go on, Ron. Go ahead. Ron, next
I'm
man.
done.
No, go ahead. You need to say that, though. Go ahead.
All right, next game.
No, go on and give him the numbers, man.
I already did it. Next game.
Oh, you wrong.
Chiefs
man.
at the Packers. Who you got?
I got
I'm not gonna
Chiefs.
keep repeating myself.
I got Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs also.
I got the Chiefs.
Who you got, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that mean? What team is that?
Yeah, what team is that?
Hey, Ron, what conference they in?
Is them the Falcons? Is them the Falcons?
What team is that?
I finna throw him monkey.
What
Dad,
hey, what
Dad,
city?
Dad.
What city is that team
If
in?
we played y'all, we get in y'all ass like a pair of tight draws.
Oh, don't say that.
Not just draw.
That's nasty, man. Pause, man. Come on,
Anyway.
man.
Ryan, who you got?
Come on, now.
I got the
That didn't sound right, man.
look.
You got the visual though. You got the
Get it,
visual.
Ron. That don't sound
Look.
right,
Nah,
man.
Ryan, Dad trying to be funny over here. I was like, bro, you better thank your lucky star you ain't got players right
Bro,
now.
you ain't want to see no Michael Parsons.
You don't want to see
Look.
us. You don't want to see our running game.
Y'all ain't ready for
Look.
it, man.
You ain't
I
ready for
feel-
Bijan Robinson. I can say the same thing.
He ain't gonna be
bro.
playing.
I
You
Guys,
finna
ain't ready
say
for
this.
Tyler Algier.
Ron,
You ain't ready for Cordell Patterson.
Ron Thomas.
You ain't
The
ready
last-
for Drake London. I
The
can
last
tell
two
you.
times we played the Falcons, what happened?
Dad, we don't even have the team we had.
Until
now.
y'all can beat us,
That's
you
a
can't
different,
beat
that was
us.
a different team.
What you always say, we done beat y'all twice.
Man,
Gave y'all
please.
2 chances, you got
Different
beat.
team, bro.
Oh,
What's he
my
talking
We
goodness.
spanked
about?
you 2 times. 2 times.
Look,
we
I'm
spanked you.
finna say this right
We got
now.
y'all number, dude.
Let Ron comment real quick.
We done spanked y'all twice.
I'm going with Green
He
Bay
said spanked.
We done spanked them.
Green
Stop. Come and
Okay.
play ball with us.
because
Ron, go ahead, Ron.
I'm going with Green Bay because Kansas City had not been looking like they should.
Woo. Okay.
Yeah, still okay. Well, there you go.
And they got to travel from Kansas City to Green Bay.
Talking about Patrick, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next game.
Did you-
Bengals at the
you
Jags.
ain't said who you going with.
No,
You got
I said I
You
got
didn't
the
say.
Chiefs. I said Chiefs.
Not going with Chiefs. I didn't give me a chance to say anything.
Oh, I thought you said.
No, you didn't give nobody a chance, Travis.
Oh, my fault.
You is your bad, but it's all right.
He said it is your bad.
I mean, you know, you've been talking
Hey.
so much. I thought you said it too. You know what I mean?
Pops was like,
Pops was like, it is your bad. You know you have done that. Don't make that mistake again, Travis. Where's my change?
Debo.
So here's the thing. See, my grandma told me to ask for my bike back. Man, she tripping.
What bike? That's my bike. And while we at it, give me that chain. And what you got on my 50?
What you got on my 50?
what? What is he?
That's what he said.
Travis.
That's what he said when you got on my 50.
Travis,
You don't
say
understand
something,
that?
man.
Patrick. he
Ron,
said when
help
you
me
got
out.
on my
What are we
drink.
talking?
He said when you got on my drink. That's what I said, man. Okay, all right.
He
Oh.
said 40 first of all.
Well, 40 then. I don't know everything.
Beer 40. You said 50.
I thought it was 50. See, I don't drink. That's why I don't know.
We get that, Pops.
Well,
We knew what you
I
meant.
don't know about that.
Has anybody ever had a 50 before?
Well, man, okay.
Man,
I don't. I'm not a.
that's some type of new shit. Dad is just made up right here.
Y'all, I'm not a drinker, so I don't know.
Basically, what a 50 is 2 40s.
and a quarter of a 40.
and a half or something. Maybe that's what it is.
I'm different and don't care who knows.
Don't, Pops. Stop.
There you go.
Stop. Please.
Woo. But y'all didn't know, man. I'm not a drinker, so I didn't know.
Please.
See,
All
man,
right.
you think you know everything down there.
All right,
I
last
don't-
game.
you
Last
think-
game.
'cause you-
I know what sounds
you've
silly
been
and what
drinking-
don't.
you've been
Guys, stay
drinking too
focused.
much.
Let's get through
Okay,
these
sorry,
picks.
sorry.
Patrick messed with me, man.
I know that. See,
Bengals at the Jags.
I
Who
know,
do you
if I,
got?
I know if I say I'm drinking a 50, I sound silly.
Okay, Bengals at the Jags. Who you
Hey, what's
got?
that
pal?
thing is 50?
I
I
got,
got
the
the,
Jaguars.
believe it or not, I got the Jaguars,
What's
man,
the
at
thing?
home. Jaguars come along. They've been under the radar too.
I got a question.
They got a 7th spot in the playoffs. They come along.
Who cares?
I got the Jags also.
Did you say who cares?
I got Jaguars, so I'm just playing.
Man,
But now, is there such thing as a 50?
No.
no.
Why not?
There's not.
I mean, why not though?
I don't know. Nobody's made one yet. That's
So a 50, they're not gonna make a 50.
This man said, "Why not?"
I just want to know.
Because 40 sounds better, I guess.
Or it sounds better.
Pops. I don't know why.
But there's a guy called 50 Cent.
Man,
Hey, we'll go talk to 50 Cent. then.
my gosh.
He'll, be,
Kevin,
he'll be the one to come out with it if anybody.
That's what I'm
Using his
saying.
name. It makes sense.
you know what? Kevin brought up a good point that I never thought about. Kevin Kraft said,
"There we go."
San Francisco at Philly is gonna. It ain't nothing about Dallas, so calm
No,
down.
I'm saying he said something. I know
Oh.
what it's gonna be like.
What does that mean?
It's Chris, man.
I said Kevin.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kevin Kraft.
What's up, Kevin? Okay, go ahead. I thought you said Chris.
Even if it was Chris, my
Chris
goodness.
crazy, man.
San Francisco at Philadelphia is gonna be dope. A one-loss team like Philly is never a 3-point home underdog.
Exactly.
So that's wild.
That is.
That is wild.
They underdogs in their own stadium. They are.
And you just love that, don't you, Pops?
Yeah.
By the way,
I mean, don't y'all hate the Saints?
by the
Y'all
way,
hate Saints the same way I hate these.
by the way, Mr. Tweety, Pops is a Dallas fan, and he says that everybody that spits facts about Dallas that he doesn't like, even though they're facts, is a hater. And so anytime that somebody says something about Philadelphia, he's gonna hate on Philadelphia.
No, I'm not gonna hate on them.
I
I just
heard
don't like them.
Travis is trying to
Yeah,
figure out how to
yeah,
word
right.
what he's gonna say.
that we had Sylvester Stallone at the game.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I didn't see
It's
that.
coming out of your mic.
He's supposed to be Rocky in Philly, right?
Yeah, you got to read, my brother. Read. I tell you, I'm legit to Pops.
Okay, man.
I tell you, I'm legit to Pops.
You did. You did.
You don't hear that?
But yeah,
I
he was
hear the
Rocky. I
echo,
forgot
but
about
it ain't
that.
got nothing to- It's,
Oh,
it's
okay.
only with. Hey, Ron, check it. Could you check the echo on your end?
He
Yeah.
got to turn it up loud.
Say something now, Ron.
Hello.
It sounds like come from over there, don't it? Listen, say something, Ron.
Hello.
No, it don't.
You don't hear it?
What you did,
I
Pop?
just hear it from right there.
I hear it.
Oh, you know what it is?
But it do sound like it from over there.
I know what it is.
Pops
Say
did
something
something.
now.
I ain't did nothing,
I
man.
got it. I got
He
it.
got
I
all
got
the
it.
controls
Say
over
something.
there.
Say something, Ron.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
good.
It's better now.
Pop
The
did
echo's going over there.
something.
So the phone, my phone that I'm using to
Patrick doing all that.
remotely control, when I had to turn it back on, I forgot that the Bluetooth wasn't on, so the sound was coming out live. My fault. All right, guys.
So we done got that together. Anybody got any
so-
questions about anything?
Did we all pick the Jags?
Yeah, we all picked Jags.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So this is Pops and Henry Brothers podcast. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Say the numbers.
So somebody's gonna win this week, guys. We can't tie because
And I'm out. I'm out of it, by the way. I lost too many for the season, so I'm out. It's between Patrick and Dad now. So
yes, somebody's gonna win, somebody's gonna lose. We can't
I
tie
had a bad
this week.
season this year, guys. So somebody will be the new champion by the end, unless they tie. And then I guess the belt comes.
Pops,
back
hit
to
that
me.
again. What'd you hit again, Pops?
Hey, but guess what? If they tie, hey, if y'all tie, the belt comes back to me.
A long time.
Hey.
Nope, we didn't agree to that.
Hey,
Don't even
hey,
try.
if they tie,
No, don't put that out on the podcast. It ain't
will
true.
come back.
No, that ain't
It
what
is
you
not
said.
true. That ain't what you said.
Well,
We still-
oh,
we
I
still-
know.
We're still
Yeah,
trying to
I'm
work
just-
out.
I'm just playing.
What do y'all think we should do? Let's ask
You was
them.
gonna panic.
You know what? No.
Let's ask them. Let's ask them
How
what
about
they
this?
think.
How about this, guys? And for anybody who comes back and watches this later, we want to know y'all's opinion on how we should handle if me and Pops ties after the regular season. And then let's give you some things we talked about that Pops don't want to do either one of them. But I said that we should.
Go fall for me, man. Let's see, man.
I said that we should pick the playoff games, and the first one, sudden death, that wins the first playoff week wins the season. Pops didn't want to do that.
I said it should go and hold it. If neither one of us,
No, don't go and hold it.
I said that it should go and hold
Or-
it. It should stay in there holding until one of us wins.
So in other
No,
words, neither
that-
one of y'all
Or
should-
y'all should send it to me.
No, don't even try it. So
I haven't heard it.
So everybody that's listening, what should we do? I also said that what we should do is we should
I think you should give it to your dad.
what did we talk about?
No,
Chad?
no.
I just said.
Then we do some stats.
No.
I think you
something
should give
like
it to your dad, man. Patrick,
I really don't know for real. Like
I tell you what.
I think you should give it to your dad.
I tell y'all what. Y'all do paper, scissors, and rock.
Oh no,
Nah,
man, we ain't
bro.
doing that,
And
man.
whoever win that,
Let Ross
that'll
come back
be-
win that way.
Nah.
No, we got to make it harder than that. No.
Oh.
scissors. Nah.
But so y'all between now and next week, when we come back on the podcast next week, y'all give us y'all's ideas of how we should
Oh,
handle.
we also
a tie.
came out whichever one guessed who might win the MVP this year, or
Yeah, that was one of the things we did.
who might end up having the most sacks. Like whoever guesses it or close to it or whatever
Yeah.
wins it
We did that.
in a tiebreaker. I'm saying
Yeah.
it was a couple options we came up with.
I'm just going.
They didn't want to do none of them.
Whatever they want to do.
I was
I'm-
okay.
I'm-
I was okay with all of them. And Pops didn't want to do none of them
Patrick was
Pops was playing. I'm just
because I'm the
playing
one that kept saying the ideas.
But
Like,
we'll come up with one though. We're gonna bring.
Gotta hurry up.
Yeah, we're gonna agree.
Yeah.
On we're gonna
Huh?
we're gonna do it tomorrow. We'll agree on something tomorrow. I was in one of them crazy places when I
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to agree with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you had just lost one. That's the place she was in.
That's why I was in.
You just lost one.
Mm.
But anyway,
golly. So let me read a few
Well-
comments real quick on the way out, guys, because we've tried to do a good job at or a better job at doing
My
comments.
grandmother
So.
gave me that chain.
My grandmama gave me that chain.
Thank y'all. I took mine a long time ago.
Brandon said they beat the Niners in the NFC Championship, Pops, and I think he's talking about the Eagles.
yeah, we already addressed that already.
While
Yeah.
back. We know that. We know that. We know
Um,
that.
Patrick, we bringing up comments we already.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I missed that.
We
one.
already
I'm
went to
sorry.
that one, right? You're right.
Anyway, here's another comment. Next up from Brandon again. Brandon says, How you think they got to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, Pops?
We knew that, man. We already,
Yeah.
crossed
All right.
that. Yeah, we knew that one. Just being silly.
Kevin Kraft says, "My grandmama gave me that chain." Oh, let me see it again.
Man, my grandmama gave me that chain. Man.
He gonna cry in the car.
What bike? Yeah, he gonna cry in the car. Yeah. He gone. Let's go in there and get this money.
Don't do that.
Well,
I'm tripping.
Mhm.
Guys, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. It's been an awesome show.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Oh, yeah, let me hit that one time. Might as well, right? I'm going to do this just for you, Kevin, since you commented.
Brandon said, "Yeah, ready for January, y'all. Gonna be a cold one."
Hey, look.
That's directed to you.
January,
I don't think so.
Look, January got the best buy of all of them when it comes to the Cowboys.
Dak's in his bag, bro. You ain't been watching. I done told you, Dak is different. You gonna have to find.
Boy,
You got to find you a cow.
if that do
You
all
got to
this and get
chill.
to the playoffs and get eliminated first round, Dad, it's gonna be bad.
If
for
he
you.
get eliminated first round, you just
It's gonna
do.
be bad.
But I'm telling
Oh,
you,
he
Dak
just-
is different.
He just do.
He's different.
Okay.
Everything
All
he's
right,
doing
let's
is
go ahead and
different,
end this,
Brandon.
All right.
Everything.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Again,
They're
Mr.
gonna beat
Tweet.
them Eagles next week too. Eagles gonna lose to
We
San
didn't
Francisco.
talk about everything there is to talk about. There's nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
All right. You finished, Pops?
Yeah, I'm through. I'm done.
If the
Guys,
Eagles-
like I say, till next time, man. Y'all enjoy the games
Say the
tomorrow.
number
We
again.
right.
appreciate y'all
And
coming
they can
in.
subscribe.
and Pops, if the Eagles beat the 49ers, then what?
But then they just beat them.
Like I say, our
I ain't
YouTube channel
Lose no
is
sleep.
at Pops the Henry Brothers 1997. If y'all haven't subscribed, please go subscribe. Help support the channel, help it grow.
Hope they
And
lose.
we come on every Saturday at 4:00. Tune in.
All right.
And
Till
what,
next-
what number they subscribing?
Dad, I already did that.
I'm gonna say that again. 'Cause this thing,
I'm
I'm
not saying it
getting used to
again,
it.
Pops.
He
I
said it about
4
5 times total, yeah.
bro.
I said it again.
No, you said.
I'm messing up on that, man.
Run.
Are you not listening
Pop
to what I'm
says,
saying?
Pop says,
I ain't down with that. I ain't got used to that yet.
He's
Travis,
One more time for Pops since he didn't hear.
don't give in, Travis.
At Pops. I mean, see, he got
As many times you
He
want
got
to say, we need
look,
to say
at
that.
Pops the
Pop's got
Henry
that laugh on
Brothers.
his face. Now look.
At Pops the Henry Brothers 1997
Look at
is the
his
YouTube
face.
channel.
Look at his
If you
face.
guys haven't subscribed, please go.
He won. Look, Travis, look. He's trying to hide his.
That ain't real, man. You doing
He
that.
got you, man.
Thank you, man, for being nice, man. Thank you.
Pops is spoiled, man. He got you, Travis.
I asked him to do
He
it
didn't
for
give
me.
me- it helps us. That don't
I
hurt.
know that's helpful,
I
Spike.
know it helps,
What
but
are you
he didn't get-
talking about, man?
Yeah.
So can you go ahead and end the show, bro?
yes, I can, man.
God,
Thank
you
y'all.
keep making me say that in the mic.
Thank y'all for
In the
tuning
mic.
In the mic.
Ron, we appreciate you coming on, brother.
Thanks for tuning in, bro. Brandon, everybody that tuned in today, Steven, Brandon, I'm trying to remember names.
That is how we become the Brady
Mr.
Bunch.
Tweety, Nathan Cummins that tuned in earlier,
Appreciate that, guy.
Kevin,
Kevin, Nate,
Ron,
Ron,
Carlos,
Brandon, Carlos, Chris,
Chris.
everybody.
everybody.
Thank y'all for tuning
Appreciate
in.
y'all.
Without y'all, we don't have a podcast. And again, Mr. Tweety, thank you for tuning in. Hope you'll tune in next week. Sometime between 4 and 4:30, we usually start the podcast every Saturday. So look up you can look up the football group in NFL/NCAA Uncensored Football and ask to be invited into the group. We'll let you in the group also. And otherwise, we'll try to tag you moving forward, brother.
And think about becoming a Dallas Cowboy.
No.
No.
Till next time.
Shut up, guys.
Peace,
Shut up.
guys.
Peace in the Middle East. Did you just say shut up?
I
Golly.
said, shut up, guys. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Pop's been ornery all day.
No, it ain't like that, man.
I told y'all. Joe Jackson.
Here's our new album, Gotta.
Joe
Mama
Jackson.
said.
Mama said that. My mama said. My mama said. My mama said.
Mama said she's the devil.
All right. Time to end it. Till next time, guys.
Okay, guys.
Peace out.
Love y'all
We'll see-
guys, man.
Love y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Come back next week. We'll fight same channel, same station.
Yeah, for real. Right choice of words, for sure.
But how about them Cowboys?
No.
Are you done, Pops? Are you done?
I ain't gonna say no more.
All right.
Watch us. We coming.
All right. Peace.
Yeah.